Hello? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Look, I have this plush that my wife gave me. And it hangs from my microphone. I don't know if you guys can. It hangs from my microphone so that I can see it all day. Yeah. My wife got it from me because I'm her angel bunny. I'm their angel bunny and they're so wonderful. There was going to be a Nonary Game Sunday. I'm sorry, we're like an hour later than expected, but I did change the time that I wanted to start doing this to like noon. You know, it's so nice to have everyone here. We have to figure out how to get this open if we want to get that green thing. For memory cards. So who's gonna unalive today? Who knows? Let's go. It is rather odd. Does that mean that this is the 4th clock? There are 5 weird things about this clock. Where were you looking anyway? At the clock? Then your eyes must be worse than I thought. A clock with no hands. Alright, piece of paper. It says how to open the pod room door. I don't need no help. Alright. What? Okay, hold on. So that was 4, 7, right? One hit, one blow. Alright, so I think the 1 is maybe... No, wait, there was 2 blow. So it has to be 2 and 4. And then before I did like 2, 3... Hold on. First round, I did 2, 3, 5, 6. And that hit. And now we have 2, 1, 4, 7. And that has a hit and a blow. But then when I did 2, 4, 7, 9, that was 2 blow. Which says to me that 2, 1, 4, 7, right? One of these is right. It has to be the 4 or the 7, right? And then... because those are the only thing I kept the same. And then I moved them, right? And then before that, I had 2, 3, 6, 8, right? 2, 1, 4, 7. 2, 3, 5, 6, and that was a hit. So let's try 7, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, let's do that. 7, 3, 4, 6. Fuck. Two hit. Arg. Okay. 9, 3, 7, 4. Okay. 9, 3, 7, 8. Two, 3, 7, 9. What? What did I even do differently? Oh my goodness, Toast, it's so nice to have you. Fuck. 9, 3, 7, 5? Arg. It was 9, 3, 1, 7. Fuck. Okay, now it's gonna shuffle it. We're gonna use the backside and try to do this. Okay. 1 blow. Oh. Let's go 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 blow. 3, 7, 8, 9. 2 blow. Okay, so it wasn't 5. Right, so we did 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's go 3, 4, 7, 8. 1 blow. 1, 4, 6, 7. There's like a more succinct way to do this, but like... Alright, 2 blow. 2 blow. 1 blow, 1 hit. So I think maybe 5 and 7 are 2 of them. One of these is right, so let's try 7568 again. 7568 has 1 hit and 2 blow. Fuck, so one of these is actually right. And then 5784 also had a hit and a blow. So maybe it's... Oof, maybe it's 5 that's not actually here? 7268? Okay, so 7, 6, and 8 are definitely part of it. Ooh, okay, let's try 7, 6, 9, 8. Ooh, what did I swap there? So maybe it's 7, 6, 8. 7, 6, 8. Okay. Fuck. Okay, so what haven't we done so far that's gotten a hit? It's numeral, yeah. It has to be 7, 6, 8, but the last digit could be anything. Let's think. We just did like 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, let's... I don't think it's 9. Let's try 4. I'm gonna be so mad because I'm so close. I'm so close to having this. Alright, hold on. So now we use our amazing information of having a stream, right? I'm going to math out what this last one has to be, right? So let's get rid of that. First one we have, I did 1, 3, 5, 7 equals 2. Right? 1, 3, 5, 7 equals 2. Okay. And we know that 7 is correct. And I'm pretty sure we know that 1 can't be correct. So it has to be like 3 or 5, right? I don't think it's 9. Then our second go was 5796. 5796 also equals 2, and we know that 7 is right and 6 is right. We know 9 can't be it. And if 7 is right and 6 is right, then 5 can't be right, which means it has to be 3. The last digit has to be 7683. This has to be it. But we're gonna go through anyway, right? So we go 5796, and that hits 2 blow. Then we go 5784. Right, 5784 is 1 hit and 1 blow. So we still only have 2. Right? And then we went 7, 5, 6, 8, which had 3. Okay, we're gonna... Yes! We did it. Who needs instructions for how to open the treatment pod door? We got math. We got math. Instructions are for losers. Like Aaron Hansen. That was lucky. Anyway, it seems to have unlocked. I remember my first time doing that puzzle. I was playing it with my friend in high school, and he was like, alright, now we just gotta go and find the instructions, and that should tell us on what we need to do to figure it out. And I was like, nah, I got this. Ding, 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 ding. Done. So now, like, I just, on principle, do not do that puzzle with the proper key. I just do it. Clover and Quark. Quark is with us, but Quark is like, because he was all, I'm going to kill myself before, so. Quark listens to My Chemical Romance. Enough said. We got a key. We got 2 keys. Alright, so we just gotta get the maintenance chip and then we can put Quark in here. They're just jellyfish. Aliens! There are 3 jellyfish. 2 yellow ones and a purple one. What's that inside the purple one? Is it digesting human flesh? Why would you even think something like that? I don't think it's meat anyway. Look at it. It's too solid. It's like a tile of some sort. I wonder if we can get it out. Got a keyhole. I think you can unlock it right now. It's not meat. Whatever. Let's give it a shot. Hot. The water's really hot. It's boiling. They are aliens. Yeah. We should try and get the purple one to rise up to the top somehow. If we can get it right under the lid, I think I can grab it. Oh. Yeah. Clover's a weird gal. She thinks outside the box, which is to say, not normally. This is Ellen. She's a mysterious, intelligent life form from outer reaches of space. Don't give it a name. Here, take it. Hey, stop it. What if it grabs onto my face and lays eggs in me or something? Come on. It just wants to give you a hug. Besides, it's not even alive. It's a thing. Man-made. Like a toy or something. But it's digesting a chunk of meat. That's not meat. Then what is it? Hold on. I'll pull it out now. Nice lion. That's a pretty realistic painting. It's really, really real lion. Don't sing in a whisper like that. It's creepy. Looks kind of like he's coughing up a hairball. I think he's trying to eat something, not cough it up. He's trying to eat a hairball? Probably something else. What? I don't know. There's just a hole there. So what we need to do so we need to put something in that hole? Yeah, I think so. Wait, I think you've already got what you need to fill in the hole. Cassia Toast, it was nice having you. Yep, fits perfectly. Yeah, I don't think it did anything though. Look. What the heck is this? A laser? We got a laser. Alright, the heck is this? It says start in the corner. Maybe it's a board game? Before use, the system must be initialized. Please perform the following test. Treat vegetation. Freeze vegetation. Until tests are complete, the pod will not function with a human component. We can put a person in there until it runs the test. Seems pretty clear to me. What about Quark? Don't worry, we just need to run the test. Something about treating and freezing a plant? Yeah. Freezing? Well, we don't really have a choice, do we? We gotta follow the instructions. Come on, we don't have the time to just sit around. We do these tests so we can get Quark into one of these pods. Treatment cycle. Treatment completed. Pod opening. The plant was practically dead. It's like magic. No, I still need to open this. I don't care about what's drawn above the handle. It just says like 715. Crunch, 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 crunch. What'd you do, Clover? It's all broken now. Whatever. Just help me clean it up. Alright. There we go. He's sleeping pretty hard, huh? You'd never think he's sick. I guess that soap roll stuff is pretty strong. So what do we do now? How about closing the cover like we did before? That should start with the automatic diagnosis. Got it. Meow. This is some kind of readout on Quark's vital signs. Body temperature, pulse rate, blood pressure, respiration frequency. They all look normal. What a relief. There's something else down at the bottom. Radical 6 virus detected in subject. Subject is not equipped to treat Radical 6. Current program will alleviate symptoms but cannot cure viral infection. Then what was the point of putting him in there? Well, I don't think there was no point. After all, it says that it can alleviate the symptoms. Hold on, let's keep looking. It says more. The system is capable of inducing a cold sleep state. This cold sleep state freezes the subject with CAS, preserving cellular structure. During cold sleep state, body functions are suspended, preventing viral spread. Activating sleep function? Yes, no. Cold sleep? The heck is that? I have no idea, but remember the freezing test? Whatever, we need to get out of here and tell everyone else about this. What should we tell it to do? Do we put him in cold sleep? No question. What if he got smashed like the plant? No, it is. Alright. So that's like 7:15, right? For one piece for the 4 pieces for the first password. Okay, hold on. M-H? What? 4 pieces for the first one. 1 for the second. No. Because I gotta figure out what numbers I'm using. Oh, this. There is, but now it's a matter of like... Wait. Number 4. I'm confused. Yeah, the numbers on the clock in the pods, right? That's like 4:05, but oh, right, I forgot I did that. So 3 is 15. 4 was what? 4:05. I'm Confucian? America? Please explain. And that's like 6:20? 6:25? No, because I do 6:15 and it's like closer to that than that, so I would probably say like 6:20. Yeah, and that's like 7:15. I'm gonna guess maybe we're just supposed to use the hour? I don't know. If we do it like that, then we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That don't feel right, but fuck it. Yeah. Are we supposed to go up the second one? So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, hold on. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. SL followed by S. That also doesn't make any sense. Minutes to the right, hours to the left. Oh! 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 Start. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, wait. Minutes to the right, hours to the left. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Thank you, game. Why did I write that? It's just a G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unless we're counting this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. F don't make no sense. It also doesn't make no sense that I'd be right there. Would it? No, wait, because it's 20. So, F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y also doesn't make sense. We're gonna go 0 to the left, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. S, right? 3, 3, 3, 3, yeah. That don't make no sense. But fuck it, we can try. Okay. Hold on. $4.15, $6.20, $7.15. Unless, well, no, it says 0, 0. I feel like if they wanted us to do 12.15, it would have been 12.15. All right. So it has to be 0.15. Unless this was 10? If that was the case, it would be like... no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unless it's starting here, then it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 for S, and then it would be 6, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, right. 5, 6. That's S again. Am I doing something wrong? 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Snake? Snakes? Snake? What? Unless we're not counting that, right? Then it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What, 3? Maybe this is 615? No, because if it were 615, it would be closer to the center. This feels like it has to be 715. Because, like, this is 6. That would be, like... I want to say that would be, like, 620. Because, like, this would be 630. And that's 615. And it's, like... Why you gotta give us something so ambiguous? We could maybe put that down as 1215. But like that has to be 405. If we're starting here, right? Starting here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then we subtract 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, we know this is 15, so we can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we go back 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We end up with an A. Then we go all the way down here to 15. Then we go, actually, I'm not going anywhere at all. I'm not going that way at all. Or we go all the way back 12 to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right? So, could be this, could be that. Right? Then we go with number 4, which is like 405. So we go forward 4. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's an L, which don't make no sense. Ugh. Sackle? No. Sassel? No. So maybe we start with just one piece, right? We get to S, and then we go forward 20. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let me go back 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's S again. What? Yeah, it would be an L. I know. But the L just doesn't make sense. But then this doesn't make sense. $15, and then we go back. 7, right? Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These numbers ain't right, dog. These numbers can't be right. They can't be because they don't give me a number. Or they don't give me a letter. Like, they don't give me letters that make any kind of word. What? Let's adjust some numbers, right? Let's say we read this wrong. Let's say this is supposed to be an 8. Right? If we do that, that makes this a P, right? And then... no, everything else feels like pretty straightforward. Right, so we start with a P. And then we have an A. No. I forgot about that little guy. I'm low-key getting a headache. It's crazy because my headaches went away this week and now they're back. Just in time for today. Gravy. Psst. Gravy, come here. Scoop. Gravy time. Gravy, can you help us solve this puzzle? Yeah, me too. Like, that's unambiguously 415. There is no doubt about it. No, not 415, 405. There's no doubt about it that has to be 405. Which has me just so confused. Bone. Yeah. I'm gonna fucking explode. I know. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't even fucking care. It's been like an hour of this. I'm making sure we have these times right. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. 7:15, 6:20, 0:15, 4:05. No, the times are right. The times are. All I checked was the times because I did. The times should be the key to this puzzle. If the puzzle, the times don't equal the key to the fucking puzzle, then what the fuck was the point of even the fucking times? I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Like, are we being for real? Right. P. A. S. T. Past. One, two. Okay, so we can just start from here. We can go. This is 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That don't feel right. Whore. Maybe it is right. Fucking. I literally had it. I didn't even write that shit down. I didn't even write that shit down. Fuck. Ugh. It was star, moon, sorry, sun, moon, star. I was literally doing that and somehow not getting the correct answer. And that's my own fault, I guess. We're done. Let's go. It's open. I think it's just an injection gun. An injection gun. It's a helpful tool, not a weapon. It kind of depends on what's in the vial there. The label says neostigmine. What did you just say? Neostigmine? Alright, does that mean something? Well, let me see it. Neostigmine. Neostigmine. I feel like I've heard that somewhere before. No good. I can't remember. I don't think it's bad, though. Do you have any proof? Of course not. Could you let me hold on to this? Are you sure it's not dangerous? What would you do if it was? Alright. I trust you. You don't seem like a bad person. Thanks. Then how about I let you take me on a date sometime? If we get out of here in one piece. Yeah. Cool. Moving on. We still got a bunch of stuff in here. Yeah, but it's all flat stuff. Yes, it is. First, we've got a map. Key cards. Well, there's not much point in giving it to him. I'll hang on to it for now. Piece of paper with something written on it. Here are some more AV game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color of group of 3 has to vote. And in other words, all 3 of us can't not vote. One of us has to. So either you or me, you mean. There's no reason to not pick Ally in the next round anyway. Of course, first we gotta get out of this room. And that'll be easy. Just look at the last thing in the safe. Alright. Was she always so flirty? It depends on what she wants. I feel like she definitely had some flirty lines in the first game. But she also just kind of was a lot more crass in the first game. But now she has government training. She's an agent. Okay, let's take a look at what secrets we've unlocked. Treatment pod. An amazing machine that augments an individual's natural ability to heal, strengthens their immune system, accelerates their metabolism, and can cure many otherwise incurable diseases. In addition, it can create personalized medicines, perform gene therapy, and even repair the effects of radiation damage. What an incredible machine. It's not that incredible if it can't cure Radical 6, you say. Yes, well, I guess you've got a point, but don't worry. It also has a function called cold sleep. Cold sleep uses CAS freezing to freeze the entire body without damaging them. That way, even if the disease you have can't be cured, you can be frozen until a cure is found. There are generally 2 types of cold sleep. The first type involves lowering your internal body temperature. This reduces your basal metabolic rate. Metabolic rate. Wow, holy shit. I fucked it up both times that I went to say it. This reduces your basal metabolic rate and induces a state similar to hibernation. In other words, your body is still actively functioning, just very slowly. The other sort of cold sleep is the one in this game. This involves freezing your body to essentially lock it in whatever state it was in. Until recently, this was impossible because the expansion and crystallization that took place during the freezing process I have used this word so many times before. Irrevocably damages human tissue. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. In the world where this game takes place, however, CAS technology has overcome this hurdle and made cryonics a reality. the resuscitation rate is nearly 100%. In fact, you'd be much more likely to die in a plane crash, which means that freezing yourself to visit the future is safer than flying from Tokyo to Milan. CAS stands for Cells Alive System. It allows organic tissue to be safely and non-destructively frozen. In this game, CAS is used to put people in cold sleep. It supercools the subject with a magnetic field and causes them to freeze almost instantly, preventing crystallization. In real life, the problem comes when you try to thaw something out, which also must be done instantly. In this game, however, the technological magic of the treatment pod makes returning from cold sleep possible. The past two Nonary games. November 2018, 16 children were reported missing. In actuality, 18 children were taken, but 2 were never reported. The person in charge was someone who we will refer to as H. The purpose of the game was to conduct experiments on morphic resonance. With the children as test subjects, I won't go into the specifics here, but the short version is that this was the first Nonary game. November 1st, 2027, a total of 9 people participated in this session. They were abducted, just as the children had been, but this time, H was not in charge of the game. Clover was a participant in both games, and now she finds herself playing the Nonary game yet again. In the context of this game, espers are people with the ability to access the morphogenetic field. An esper can increase the strength of their signal by being in close proximity to other espers, assuming they are the strongest. The strongest signal will absorb any weak ones nearby and use them to amplify its own strength, sort of like waves. The biggest wave adds the amplitude of smaller waves to its own and covers them up. The Nonary Veterans. The following 9 people were participants in the Nonary game that Clover claims to have been a part of. Ace, a middle-aged man. Snake, Clover's older brother, real name Light. Santa, arrogant, uncooperative young man. Clover, still Clover, just younger with a jacket. Junpei, hero of 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. June, Junpei's childhood friend, real name Akane Kurashiki. 7, amnesiac detective. Lotus, attractive programmer, has 2 daughters. Kubota, skittish man, gets blown up. All the information we need to have. She's even more of a red flag. Wild. Neogestamine, a type of carbonate compound which acts as a reversible acetylcholine acetylcholinesterase acetylcholinesterase inhibitor. This is such a big word. I hate this. I'm assuming that is pronounced acetylcholinesterase. Oh. This is giving major, like, monstrous esquipedaliophobia. You know, like, fear of big words. This game's about to give me that. That type of carbamate compound, which acts as a reversible acetylcholinesterase inhibitor, exciting the parasympathetic nerve. This allows it to counteract the effects of the muscle relaxant tubocurarine. It can be delivered with an injection gun, like the one you see here. Ice 9 is a special form of... No, wait, that was the last one. Yeah, this is the next page. Guys, what pages are we missing? Because that tells you how many puzzles we have left. We have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 puzzles left. Alright, let's get out of here. What about Alice, though? Alice wasn't a part of the first Nonary game. She was an outsider who was helped.
45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
You gotta go back and watch the video where we go through Alice's ending, and then you'll understand Alice's backstory. The VOD is still up on the channel.
Somebody else must have opened one of the AB rooms.
Why would they do that? Whatever, we should be heading back anyway.
Wait!
Clover's voice stopped me. What is it? I turned to see her pointing toward the wall with the treatment pods.
The screen, it changed. The
What?
screen on the pod's monitor thingy.
Oh yeah, it says recent operational records. I stepped closer and began to read. What it said was interesting. Currently treating one subject. The one subject had to have been in Quark. This was the pod we put him in after all. I read on. 7:48, one subject released. 8:06, one subject successfully restored. 8:16, cold sleep mode disengaged, beginning restoration of one subject. All prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. I checked the other pods. They were all the same. One subject released, one subject successfully restored. Cold sleep mode disengaged, beginning restoration of one subject. Whoa, what's all
It's
this?
saying that about 8 hours ago, somebody in this pod woke up from cold sleep. Well, 3 people actually, one for each pod. They all say the same thing, see?
That's before we all woke up, huh? I mean, it hasn't been 8
Yeah.
hours yet. So then 3 people could be 3 of us. They could have been captured earlier, don't know how much earlier, and then they were thawed out 8 hours ago and carried into the AV room?
That seems reasonable. I really don't think there'd be anyone else in here besides the 9 of us. Well, I guess it's actually the 10 of us, huh?
Yeah. If you count the old woman we found, then it would be 10, wouldn't it? We also know who killed the old woman? I think. Actually, no, technically we don't.
Don't ask me. How am I supposed to know that? All it says is subject. A, that's creepy. B, it doesn't tell us anything about who they might have been.
It doesn't say when they were put into
And
cold
this
sleep either.
bit, where it says, all prior records have been erased. Authorization admin.
I wonder why they wouldn't just write the time, though.
What?
Well, you said it yourself. The log says 8 hours ago, like, not like 9:15 a.m. Those minus signs have to mean this far in the past. Who would ever write the time like that?
Yeah, that is weird.
Maybe Zero Senior doesn't want us to know about what the actual time is?
Why not?
Hell if I know. Speaking of things I don't know, why did this stuff suddenly show up? Seems like whatever it was that triggered this activated as soon as we
Wouldn't
opened the
that
door to
mean
leave.
Zero Senior set it up to work that way?
Yeah, but why? That's what I'm asking. What's the reason he would
Maybe
have
he
to do
wanted
that?
us to see the records.
Perhaps, but he deleted a bunch of the data. So why?
Could it all be a trick? All of these
A trick?
records are fake. Zero.
So you're saying this was just a joke?
Well, I can't say for sure, but it seems possible,
Who do you guys think was in the cryopods?
right?
No, it doesn't make sense.
Well, let's ask somebody else. Maybe they can think of something.
Oh my god, Clumsy! You don't even know that Tenmyoji's here. Not Tenmyoji, Junpei's here. Junpei from the first game, he's here. Yeah, you're right. If the AB gates have opened, we need to be heading back to the warehouse
Yeah,
anyway.
and we need to tell everyone what happened with Quark.
We double-checked that Quark was alright in his pod, then hurried out of the treatment center. Yeah, Junpei's here too. He's one of the participants. He's one of the game's players in the game. I'll make sure to upload last week's VOD so that you can watch Alice's ending from two videos ago and Tenmyoji's ending from last week. Is this another
It looks
warehouse?
just like the other one. Hey, could you show me that map? Yeah, I thought so. This one is right under the floor A warehouse.
Huh, so it is.
Oh, are those?
Those doors are
And
white.
there are 3 of them.
Okay, let's go take a closer look.
I knew it. These are chromatic doors. See? They've got a little box right next to them, just like the others.
So these are the third round chromatic doors, huh? I guess we'll be coming back
Yeah.
pretty soon.
Well, we might not have to.
What do you mean?
We both have 6 BP right now.
Yeah, that's
We're a
true.
pair,
So
right? And
Yeah.
who's our opponent? Exactly.
Quark.
But he's in the pod right now, so...
If no vote is recorded before the deadline has...
you aren't saying we should pick Betray, are you?
Weren't you planning to? I thought that was why you were okay with option C when we were making the groups.
No, that's not. I thought that with Quark's condition, I'd be able to choose Ally and not worry about getting betrayed.
Oh, come on. You don't need to lie to me. We're partners. That means we share the same destiny. So let's not hide anything from each other, okay?
I'm not
Wait,
hiding
You're
anything.
serious? You were really going to pick Ally? Whoa. Hold on a second there. We might not get another chance like this. Let's say we ally and get up to 8 points. We don't know if we'll be able to get any points next round. For all we know, there might not even be a next round. There are 3 other people with 6 BP, right? Dio, Kay, and Phi. What do you think's going to happen if one of them gets 9 points this round?
That's
Why
not going to
not?
happen. Phi and Luna are playing against Tenmyoji. He's only got 1 BP left. I really don't think they'd pick Betray. If Tenmyoji picked Ally, they'd kill him. The same goes for Dio. He's playing against Alice and Kay. And Alice's
No,
BP...
don't even think about that.
I agree, but her BP is the same as Tenmyoji's, so unless Dio's willing to kill someone, he won't be able to get his
Then
9 BP.
Alice has to vote Betray. But if Dio
Yeah.
chooses Ally, then
Then-
Kay would have 9 BP.
Yeah,
Jeez. Well, it's just like I said then. If Kay gets 9 BP, then there won't be a third AB game.
well that's not necessarily the case.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
No. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on!
So you think that Kay will stay here? Even if he gets enough points to leave?
I don't know, but it's
no,
possible.
it's not.
For now, we know to get back to the others. There's a couple of things I've got to do when we get back.
Fine.
Okay, back to floor A then. Let's move. I turned and headed for the exit. After a few moments, I heard Clover's footsteps following behind me.
Clover. Oh, thank goodness you're back.
Yep.
Are we the last
Yes.
ones?
Hey, where's Quark?
Tenmyoji's expression was furious, and from the way he was stomping towards me, I felt like I only had a few seconds before I was on the ground with his hands around my neck. I explained what happened with Quark and the pods as quickly as I could.
So are these pod things really safe?
That's Junpei! That's Junpei! Clumsy, look at him, it's Junpei!
Probably.
Probably.
No, they're definitely safe.
Well, are
He's
they
fine.
safe or aren't they? Look, I'm just worried about him, all right? Can you take me to this treatment center, Clover? Don't worry. We've still got 20 minutes left. Plenty of time to go have a look and come back.
Junpei is old.
Okay. Come on then.
What do you mean how? That's Junpei. I don't know, guys. I feel like all of the puzzle pieces are here. I'm not explaining anything. As soon as she finished, she was off. Tenmyoji followed at her heels, and in the blink of an eye, they were gone at the magenta door. Because Junpei has the picture of Akane, and he talks about Akane briefly, and then he's like, that's all in the past, and I'm looking for someone special, and that girl's the person I'm looking for. Alright, you guys got some explaining to do. But he's also Quark's grandpa. Dude, Quark and Tenmyoji's backstory almost brought me to tears last week. Alright, you guys got some explaining to do. You opened the AB gates before Clover and I got back, didn't you? I want to know why the hell you'd go and do something like that.
Sigma, take a look.
As she spoke, Phi gestured toward the line of AB rooms. Only one was open.
It's not like we opened them all up.
So you were saying only one person or one pair jumped the gun here? Well then who was it?
I opened it.
So it was you?
It's
Figured
not really
as
a
much.
big deal, okay? I mean, you came right back.
Yes, Dio. Yes, it is a big
Why?
deal.
If you hadn't made it back by the deadline, you'd have just defaulted to ally.
No, not just. Are you telling me you didn't know? You didn't know didn't you find one of these notes?
What?
We found this in the treatment
There
center.
was no such thing in the pressure exchange chamber.
I didn't see one in the pantry either.
Well, whatever. You should really probably read it.
Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not a option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote.
You get it now? If we hadn't gotten back in time, Clover, Quark, and I could have died. But you just...
Alright, I get it. Sorry. Cut me some slack though, man. I didn't know.
So you wouldn't have opened the gate if you did?
Of course I wouldn't have. What the hell, bro?
Bro. I'm not your bro, bro.
You said the room you went into was a treatment center, right? If
Yeah.
they treat people there, I'd think they'd have shelves of medicine and stuff. Did you find any Accelavir?
No. It's not really that kind of place. It just had those pods and that was it. Besides, if we'd found anything to cure Radical 6, we wouldn't have put Quark in
I
the pod.
see. Can the pod cure Radical 6?
No,
How do
unfortunately.
you know that?
Oh, well, it said so on the screen next to the pods. The cryogenic stuff is all from this stream. That stuff wasn't in the last one. Something about how it can provide relief from the symptoms, but can't actually cure the disease. That's better than nothing, though. Oh, right. There was one more thing about the pods I should tell you. As quick as I could, I explained that the records had said about the pod's occupants and their cold sleep.
Cold sleep?
Are you suggesting that 3 of us were, until recently, cryogenically frozen?
If you can trust what we read, yeah.
Which of us are the pod people then?
I don't know, that's what I'm saying. He didn't say who they were, or even when they were frozen.
So this cold sleep, that means they basically froze the body solid, right? Not like how a bear or something hibernates where it just slows way down.
Yeah, I think so.
So what would happen to the heart?
What?
Wouldn't it stop when you were put into a cold sleep?
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
Oh, so if we go into cold sleep, our bracelets would come off.
Then we can just defrost ourselves right away.
You said there were 3 pods, right?
We'd only need to do it 3 times for the 9 of us.
Uh-huh.
I imagine that will work for you, but perhaps not so much for me.
The armor.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll figure something out. We should go have a look at any rate. We'll be able to come up with a plan once we know more.
Of course.
What? What do you mean the cold sleep function doesn't work?
I'm sorry.
You don't have anything to apologize for, Luna. Zero Senior must have just locked it down.
But when Clover and I were here, it
Yeah,
worked.
I remember checking it.
You're not supposed to. Did you catch the stream where we talked about Kay's backstory? I think that was like 2 streams ago. We got Kay's lore dump on his childhood and whatnot. But as for like the bigger idea of who Kay is, we really don't know.
Then that bastard set this up. Oh, that's low.
It is not pleasant, but consider this. We have seen how thorough Zero is. Would he really have left such an obvious loophole?
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. If Zero Jr. heard me, he could have shut it off.
Whatever the case, it is an unfortunate outcome.
Unfortunate? Really? You sure? Aren't you just a little bit relieved? After all, we were gonna get our bracelets off while you were stuck with yours.
How could you say that? I would never be so petty at...
Before Kay could finish, the announcer's voice echoed through the facility.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Time's running out. We should get back, guys.
I'm staying here. I can't leave Quark.
Are you nuts, old man? You're a solo. Luna and Phi could kill you.
Yeah, I know. I've only got 1 BP.
Exactly. If you don't vote, you'll default to ally. All they have to do is pick betray.
We won't. You staying here won't change our vote.
Right. We always intended to choose ally. Tenmyoji staying here is just another reason for us to stick to that plan.
Luna has the same number of BP as you, Tenmyoji. Normally, the safe plan would be to choose Betray. Since you will be unable to betray them, then Phi and Luna...
Yes.
Huh? There you go. I trust Phi and Luna. I'm sure they'll choose ally.
Sounds good. Okay then, Tenmyoji. You take care of
You
Quark.
think I need you to tell me that? I won't take my eyes off him for a minute.
Come on. We don't have much time left. We need to go.
Back at the Floor A warehouse, we opened the AB rooms.
Four minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Alright, Clover. We should probably head into...
Okay.
Right, so part of Kay's backstory is basically he was kind of raised in this facility by his father, who was a scientist, and he worked on genetic cloning, so he's really just a genetic clone of his father. And he kind of just grew up in this facility not really knowing what to do, just kind of learning and interacting with robots. He asked for a mom, and his dad just kind of built a robot. It was like, look, Robo-Mom. And then eventually an old lady, the old lady who we find dead, shows up and is like, oh, I'm here to help your father with his research. And she kind of becomes his mother almost in a way. And she helps him and like guides him a little bit and steers him towards working with his dad. And then there's like a big falling out, and then he gets locked away. His father's like, you're a danger to our research and we have to lock you away now. And then that's like the last thing he kind of remembers before eventually this game. It's a lot more in-depth. You should still go check out like the full depth of it because it's so much deeper than that. But like that's like the cliff notes of his backstory. Sigma, yeah? You told me you would betray Quark since we might not get another chance like this, right?
Yeah. Can I, take that back? I changed my mind a little bit after talking to Tenmyoji. I think we should choose ally.
Hey, that's more than just a little bit. That's like someone trading in a Shih Tzu for a German Shepherd. What the hell happened with you two? Did he say something to you?
I can't tell you.
What?
I
Why?
just can't. You'd laugh if I did anyway.
So whenever Clover is talking about Tenmyoji telling her something that's changed her mind, because she does it in a couple other timelines as well. I don't know if there's a real confirmation. I believe that when that happens, it is Tenmyoji telling Clover, "Hey Clover, it's Junpei. We completed the 9 games together, like the 999 together. I'm here, you know, don't betray me. This is my kid. Don't betray my kid, you know. Help me, you know." I think it's Junpei playing that card to get Clover to trust him, you know. But it also kind of leaves the question of, like, how is Junpei so old, but Clover isn't? Clover is sitting here like, the 999 happened 2 years ago. And Junpei's over here like, I'm 50 years older.
Really?
Promise.
Well, I still can't tell you.
Come on.
I promised. I told Tenmyoji I wouldn't tell anybody.
I don't know. You have to ask yourself. He lived in Tatooine those years like old Obi-Wan did. You're not too far off. You're not too far off. I won't ask about it again, but Tenmyoji really doesn't have anything to do with this, right? Our opponent is
No,
Quark.
he does matter. Quark is really important to Tenmyoji. If we betray Quark, we're betraying Tenmyoji. Come on, don't you remember? When we were going into the red, blue, and green doors, Tenmyoji said something.
I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one person, Clover. I just know that you'll keep him safe.
And Tenmyoji would do that because he knows Clover and he knows she can be trusted.
I can't betray somebody who'd say that about me.
You seem pretty ready to betray him back on floor
That's
B.
because I didn't know who he was.
Oh ho! So you're saying you know who Tenmyoji really is?
Well, if what he told me was true, yeah.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Please, choose ally.
You aren't going to try and vote
If
yourself.
I try, you'll just throw me off, right? I don't think I'm strong enough to fight you. So,
Alright. With that, I turned to face the voting machine. The question was, what would I do? Ally or betray? Just as Clover had said, betraying Quark was like betraying Tenmyoji. That wasn't even taking into consideration that Quark was just a kid. And he was infected with a deadly disease that would almost certainly kill him if we didn't do something. How could I betray someone like that? Only a monster would take advantage of a helpless child for their own gain. On the other hand, what Clover had said in the warehouse on floor B was true. Sorry. It was unlikely that I'd get a chance like this again. If I chose betray, then I'd have 9 BP. I'd be able to escape this godforsaken hellhole.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Are you guys ready? So what would my choice be? What would I do? Ally or betray? I chose
3, 2, 1.
to go to the bathroom. We're taking a bathroom break. That's right, we're taking this tense moment, we're taking a bathroom break. We can finish this here, but we have to dead a child? I'm pretty sure Quark also has 6 points, because he was teamed with Dio in the first round.
Round 2. of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
What did you choose, Sigma?
You didn't see me push the button?
No.
Huh. Well, you'll know in a moment. Let's go. I gave her a light pat on the shoulder and headed toward the wall where the results would be displayed.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen. Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
So you chose Ally, huh?
Yeah. Quark is sick, a kid, and unable to vote. I couldn't bring myself to betray
Thank
someone
you.
like that. No need to thank me. I only did what anyone would have. So you guys chose Ally too?
Of course. Tenmyoji had only one BP left, and he was guaranteed to vote ally, so there's no way we could betray somebody in that position.
If we had, then he'd...
Yeah, you didn't have much choice. Alice K and Dio, on the other hand, seem to have had a less pleasant round.
Hey, what the hell is your problem? You're either crazy or just an asshole. Were you trying to kill me?
No, nothing like that.
Well, then what was it like? If we'd voted ally,
You would be dead. The needles in your bracelet would have activated, killing you.
See? That's exactly what I'm talking about. I didn't think there was any way in hell you guys would choose ally, not with Alice's BP at 1. The only way you could possibly vote was betray. Picking ally when I knew you guys would pick betray would have been suicide.
You can't die. You've got 6 BP.
Well, maybe not immediately, no, but I would have been signing my own death warrant. Heck, not just mine. Everyone except Kay's.
What?
Didn't you think it through? Your vote was always gonna be betray. Let's say I was a raving lunatic and picked ally. What would happen to Kay's BP?
6 plus 3.
See? Then it'd be game over. Life over. He'd open the number 9 door and blow this popsicle stand. And that'd leave us twisting in the wind, living out the rest of our miserable lives stuck in this place. You see? That's why I chose betray. I did it to save all our necks, including yours.
Alice gritted her teeth and scowled fiercely at Dio, apparently trying to think of a rebuttal before finally snorting indignantly and stalking away. Shortly thereafter, the warehouse was filled with the rumbling sound of the doors sliding shut. Screw Dio.
The Ambidex gates have closed.
Agreed.
Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the star round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
Beep, 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 beep. Right. So I'm pretty sure... I'm pretty sure we get
We can
everything
play
we need
the
to go
AB
help
game as many
Dio
times as
and
we want.
Fi and Kay.
Right?
Hey, didn't Zero Jr. say something about this?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The parent solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Yeah, he did. Can you guys all show me your bracelets? I want to see what all colors in our groups are this time. Within moments, a series of wrists were extended for me to examine. Solo 6. cyan Sire pair. Fi and Alice are a magenta pair. The remaining 3 are all solos. Kay is red, Dio's green, and I'm blue. So how are the groups supposed to work the next round? I think the next doors are going to be those white ones down on the floor B warehouse.
Yeah, I heard Alice told me about them while we were here waiting for you and Clover. I think I've got them figured out.
Yeah, so lay it out for us. How are groups going to shake out this time? Fi nodded and began to explain. Temioji and Quark pair up with me. Fi and Alice pair up with Dio and open up another door. Luna and Alice pair up with Kate to open the last one.
Oh? Is there only one option?
Yes. No other combinations would be able to open the secondary doors. Admittedly, Tenmyoji and Quark aren't here for us to check, but I'm sure they're the yellow pair. If they weren't, then Sigma would be stuck without anybody he could pair up with.
I never thought I'd have to put up with Dio again.
Well, you just didn't think hard enough then. Sooner or later, everybody puts up with Dio.
Yeah.
So, what should we do now? It looks like we have a lot of time until the primary doors open.
Yeah, about 80 minutes.
I'm worried about Quark's condition. Those pods can't cure Radical 6. He still needs help.
Well, we don't have anything to lose, so we might as well look for that medicine.
Yeah. What about the rest of you?
Oh, I'll help.
As will I.
Me too.
Fine. I guess I can help.
What about you, Sigma?
Of course I'll help. What kind of drip
Okay. We should split up and search.
After some discussion, Dio and Kay were assigned to the pantry, Luna and Alice were assigned to the treatment center, Clover and Fi and myself to the pressure exchange changer.
Shall we regroup in the floor B warehouse 10 minutes before the doors open?
We all nodded. Kay turned to Alice and Luna.
You are going to the treatment center, correct?
Yes.
Then please remember to tell Tenmyoji where we intend to meet and when.
Okay.
You must also remember to bring Quark with you. I am concerned about removing him from the pod, but it can't be helped. Without Quark's bracelet, Sigma and Tenmyoji will be unable to open the secondary door.
You feel that something is going to happen.
Good. Looks like we got all that straightened out. Let's go.
With a final nod to one another, we split up, each team heading in different directions. So, this is the pressure exchange chamber?
No, this is the prep room. There are 2 levels. The actual pressure exchange chamber is downstairs.
How do you know that?
Alice told me. She was one of the people who investigated this room.
Did you talk to her when you were waiting for us back in the warehouse? Well, let's head downstairs
Good
then.
idea.
So this is the
Seems
real
like
thing.
it.
Why do they have something like this
Well,
here?
this is just what Alice told me, but
Apparently the pressure inside the facility was a lot higher than the pressure outside. This is part of a system designed to keep the virus from getting in. It did mean, however, that we'd need to go through a decompression process in order to get outside.
remember all those suits along the wall of the prep room? Those keep you from getting infected. We won't even be able to enter the pressure exchange chamber if we don't have them on.
I see. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Then that newspaper article was right?
Unfortunately, that seems pretty likely.
So the air out there is teeming with Radical
Yeah.
6?
Something's been bothering me.
What is it?
Aren't you saying that if we put on those suits, we can go into the pressure exchange chamber and go outside?
Oh. No, we can't do that. The door beyond the pressure exchange chamber is locked up tight.
Damn it. Just one door between us and
Well, if you
freedom?
look at it that way, it's the same as the number 9 door.
Okay, yeah, but...
Whatever. We need to be focusing on finding that Accelavir. Quark needs it.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll go look around upstairs. You two take this floor, all right?
Okay.
Got it. We looked everywhere we could think of, but turned up nothing. Eventually, I couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer. Hey, what do you think the deal is with this stuff about the world being infested with some crazy virus? A pandemic seems like it would make the news, but I don't remember hearing anything. Wait a minute. You mentioned it, didn't you? Back when Dio was asking questions? We were in the infirmary. It was right after Quark lost it.
Have any of you guys heard anything about any sort of viral pandemic?
Well, no, but...
And then Alice said,
I have heard rumors about a virus being used as a bioweapon.
so what's the rumor she was talking about? I got the feeling you and Alice were talking about the same thing. Clover, what do you know? Are we on the moon? What? Where did that come from, Clumsy? I heard you guys belong to some sort of organization, but what is it? Clover was quiet for a long time. She bit her thumbnail and looked down at the floor. Then finally, she lifted her head and met my eyes.
Fine. I think I can trust you. Just don't tell Alice, okay?
Alright. Promise. Clover nodded and began to talk. I listened with rapt attention, at a complete loss for words. Here's what she said. Alice and I are agents of the SOIS, which is under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. SOIS stands for Special Office of Internal Security, and we're an elite intelligent division that investigates potentially disruptive or dangerous elements, such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose a threat to the state of citizenry. Our existence hasn't been made public, so there are only a few people who even know we exist. You're probably wondering how I even got involved in something like that, huh? Well, it started when I met Alice. I told her that I've played the Nonary game twice before, right? Well, this was after the second time, so about a year ago. We just escaped and we were all stuffed into this SUV barreling across the desert. I was driving, and that's when I saw her. Alice. She was standing next to the road with her thumb out. She was already working for the SOIS, and she'd been on her way to the building we'd been trapped in as part of her investigation. But on the way there, her car had broken down. We offered to give her a ride, of course. After she had got in, we started talking, and it turned out that Alice had gotten a tip that the terrorists she was after were in the building we'd been trapped in. We couldn't see how us playing with the Nonary game had anything to do with the terrorists, but Alice had a suggestion. Maybe the two people who trapped you in there are the terrorists. That didn't seem very likely to us, but we were chasing after them anyway, so we decided to bring Alice with us. Unfortunately, we didn't find them. As far as we know, they're still out there, on the run. Anyway, we were taken back to the SOIS headquarters and put into custody. I guess they thought there had to be some kind of connection between us being kidnapped and the terrorist group they were investigating. But they must not have found anything, because a few days of questioning they let us go. We all went home and returned to our lives. But things didn't go back to the way they'd been. My mom got real worried about me and my brother since we'd been kidnapped twice now, so she hired bodyguard for us. Oh, I haven't told you about my brother, have I? He's super awesome for one, and he was in both of the last two Nonary games too. So anyway, we'd been grabbed twice, but the people behind the two Nonary games were totally different. That didn't matter to my mom though, so after all these huge men in black suits followed me and my brother everywhere. It was awful. We were always being watched. People would look at us funny because we were being followed around by a bunch of creepy looking guys. I couldn't stand it. Just when I thought I'd finally be free, all that was waiting for me was another kind of prison. The only time I was really happy was when I was hanging out with my brother. So we were talking it over one day, and we decided to leave. Like, run away. So we did it. After that, we lived on our own. I worked in a cafe and he composed music. He plays the harp, and he started writing this kind of new agey music. It got kind of popular, so we didn't have to worry too much about surviving. Sometimes he'd play at little venues like coffee houses and stuff, and his fans would show up and listen to him play and cry. Or some of them would meet on their own and recite stuff from the book he'd written and play his songs. I know that sounds kind of like weird and culty, but they just do that stuff on their own, okay? My brother doesn't have anything to do with it. Anyway, We did that for a while, and then one day, Alice showed up. I need your help, she told us. We need people who can do what you can do. So we went to the location she gave us, and it turned out to be the headquarters of the SOIS, where they'd taken us after the second Nonary game. They'd put us in a room with about a dozen or so other people who were about the same age as us. A bunch of them looked familiar too. It only took a moment to realize how we knew each other. They were kids from the first Nonary game. We were all excited to see each other again, and we were hugging and shaking hands and stuff. And then Alice walked in. The whole room went quiet. She walked up to the podium and looked around the room, making eye contact with each one of us. Right now, a terrorist organization is preparing for a major attack. They plan to trigger a viral pandemic. If they succeed, they will strike a massive blow against all humanity, not just any one country. It's possible that we as a species will die out completely. We are doing our best to prevent this, but we need your help. You're what we call espers. You have the ability to access the morphogenetic field. We need that. I'm guessing you don't know what any of that is, but basically, we can do this thing that's kind of like telepathy. I mean, it isn't really telepathy, but that's probably the closest thing, okay? Espers can resonate their consciousness with another person through this thing called the morphogenetic field. The purpose of the first Nonary game was to research that ability, so they kidnapped kids who had the potential to do it and threw them into the game. Alice had gathered up all the kids from that experiment. Well, I mean, it had been 9 years since it had happened, so we weren't really kids anymore. Anyway, everybody she brought in was an Esper. That included me and my brother, of course. I bet you think I'm just making this all up, huh? I don't blame you. It is pretty crazy. I mean, I was even starting to forget I could do that stuff. So when I heard Alice's story, I was like, screw that. I was trying to move on with my life, and now some shady government creeps wanted me to use some weird ability I had for them? No way. I wasn't even sure I could do it anymore. Some of the others felt differently though, and they told Alice they'd do it. It was a job after all, and most people wouldn't turn down a salary like that. Oh right, I forgot to tell you. She told us how much they'd pay us if we helped. It was a lot. More wealth than you can imagine. But I was totally against doing it. My brother told me he'd go along with whatever I decided, so I decided we were leaving. A couple days passed, and then Alice showed up at our apartment. She didn't waste time. The people behind the first Nonary game might have been part of the terrorist organization Alice and the SOIS were after. Wasn't that, she asked, something that I might want to know more about? That got me curious. My brother too. But the clincher was that Seven said to us. He was one of the guys that got abducted with us for the second Nonary game. She called him on her phone and right then and there and handed it to us. You guys are the only people who can do this. We don't know where Junpei is. He's gone off to travel the world looking for Akane. I haven't even been able to get a hold of him. Please, just do me a favor and help Alice out. Junpei, like Seven, another participant from the second Nonary game. Akane, one of the people behind the second Nonary game. Seven was a Japanese policeman, which was probably how Alice got in touch with him. Anyway, that did it. My brother and I agreed to join the SOIS. The SOIS. For the next couple months, all we did was train. Half of the time, it was general knowledge and technical skills an SOIS agent needed, and the other half was learning to strengthen our Esper abilities. They'd actually known about Espers for quite a while, and had a lot of techniques that help us get better and stronger. After several months of hard work, we were finally ready for our first field missions. Mine was an infiltration. My brother stayed at the base, so I could relay information back through him. I was supposed to sneak into a research facility, posing as one of their workers, and then use the morphogenetic field to transmit what I found back to my brother, but everything went wrong. It was a trap. The whole research facility was fake, and I got captured. Alice had come to rescue me. I'd been sending information about the inside of the facility to my brother, and Alice used that information to come and find me. As soon as she got there, she picked me up and carried me out. I was relieved and happy to be alive and free, but I also felt ashamed and miserable. While she was carrying me back out, I started to cry. She was just so cool, and I wasn't. I wanted to be just like her. So from that day onward, I did everything I could to be more like Alice. Our infiltration ended in failure, but we did manage to get something useful. In fact, we were able to figure out where their headquarters was. The director decided that December 25th, 2028 would be the day we would strike. This time, I promised myself we wouldn't screw it up. I was finally going to get some answers, something that had been with me for most of my life. But then, on December 22nd, 3 days before the raid, Alice and I were attacked by people in gas masks while we were going over our plans. And when you woke up, you were in the warehouse. All of that talking seemed to have tired Clover out. She sighed, and her long hair swayed as she moved. I've got a few questions. Well, first off, your powers, I guess. I'm guessing you can't use them right now?
I'm not really sure why. I've been sending my brother messages ever since I woke up, but...
No response?
Yeah, if there was another Esper here, they could make me stronger. But that's just wishful thinking. Wait. Well, if there's someone else who's stronger than me, then they kind of absorb my powers. Maybe... No, never mind. That's probably not it.
She's theorizing that maybe Junpei is absorbing her powers because he's a stronger Esper. After all of the stuff that we went through in the first game. But I'm gonna tell you that it's more than just Junpei. I would say that the reason Clover can't access her power right now is because this game has so many powerhouse Espers involved in it right now. Because we have Junpei, right? I'm not going to tell you how, but we have Akane. We have Sigma. We have Phi. Those are 4 out of 9 people who are powerhouse Espers with, like, a lot of power and a lot of, like, familiarity with this stuff. Sigma not so much, but that's for later. And then Alice probably doesn't have Esper powers. Quark doesn't have Esper powers. K, I would say K probably does, but he's probably in the same boat as Clover, where he isn't using it because he's being absorbed, kind of. I'm gonna say that we have Dio's not. Dio's not, because Dio's a clone of First, and I don't think he needed to, like, use that radio thing to communicate with them. There's no way he's an Esper. Who am I forgetting about here? Luna? I don't think Luna's an Esper. Yeah, like, Akane is dead? Was the old lady, maybe? Akane is the old lady. I'll tell you that. Maybe it's spoilers, but I'll confirm that for you. What about Sigma? I mentioned Sigma. Sigma is an Esper. Yes, right? Right, whatever. I have some other questions, so moving on. I think I understand what Alice was talking about now. They were trying to spread that virus, right? Okay, so who are they?
I can't tell you that.
What? Why not? You told me to tell all that other stuff, but this is too much?
Alice would be mad at me.
I already told you I wouldn't tell her. Fine. Let me rephrase. When are they going to do it?
If we knew that, we wouldn't have gone to all that trouble.
So, you don't know?
No. All we know is soon.
But that could mean just about anything.
It could be next week or next month or even next year. Or it could have happened already.
Wait, you mean they might have already released the virus?
Wouldn't that make the most sense? Like, how about this room? Or that newspaper? And the 3 people who were put in cold sleep.
Are you saying you, me, and Alice were frozen and the pandemic happened while we were on ice? Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Nobody else has heard of Radical 6 either.
Maybe they're lying.
Really? All 6 of them?
If Kay really does have memory loss, then it's only 5.
Except for Akane and Junpei.
Quark is out too.
So you're saying Temioji, Dio, Phi, and Luna are all lying? I guess they are a little suspicious.
Right?
And what's their motive?
For lying? How would I know?
Then what's the motive for a terrorist organization to start a pandemic?
It was something about purifying the unclean?
Purifying the unclean?
Unclean. 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 Unclean.
What? What are you doing?
Shut up! Just hold on a minute. I'm this close to remembering. Unclean. Clean. Een.
She leapt up, suddenly excited. Een!
Neostigmine!
Neo, what?
Did you forget it already? I'm talking about this stuff.
As she spoke, she pulled something out of her pocket. It was the injection gun, complete with a vial of medication. Oh, right. I remember that. It was in the safe in the treatment center, right?
Yeah,
I didn't have any idea what it was, though, so I gave it to you.
exactly.
Are you saying you've heard about this neostigmine before?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just remembered.
You
My brother
remembered?
told me about that. Neostigmine is a type of cholinesterase inhibitor. That means it's a sort of antidote for tubocurarine.
Sorry, I still don't get
How
it.
easy do I have to make it? Ugh. I'll start at the top, all right?
I
The
love
stuff
when the
I've got in
soundtrack
here
starts
is
going off like
neostigmine,
this.
which counteracts the muscle relaxant tubocurarine. Following me?
Tubocurarine is the poison in our bracelets, right?
It's the second thing we get injected with if we're penalized.
First, is this over really? Which puts you to sleep. 9 minutes later, the tubocurarine is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles. I guess you could say it'll really take your breath away.
So you're saying this neostigmine keeps it from working?
Yes! Oh my god, how many times are you going to make me say it?
So we can just inject ourselves with this if we get penalized?
Yeah, we don't have to die. We're gonna be okay. We can only pull the trigger once, though.
That means we can only use it on one
Yeah.
person? Well, it's still good news. This means one of us can break the rules once. Like,
The
let's
best
see.
way to use it would be for sneaking through the number 9 door. If somebody gets 9 points, they can open it, right? With this stuff, somebody who doesn't have 9 points could still leave with them. Anyway, I'm gonna go tell Alice.
What? Hey, Clover, wait, Clover! It was too late. Clover was already on the lift and gone. Damn. I think, understandably upset. With no stairs, my only choice was to wait for the lift to come back down. As soon as it was back, I jumped on and headed upstairs. Vi, where did Clover go? Vi, can you hear me? She didn't say anything. She just stared at me with her mouth half open. Her eyes seemed slightly glazed and her body was unnaturally stiff. Vi? I grabbed her shoulder and shook her gently. Slowly, she raised her arm, fingers drooping limply from it. She gestured toward the exit door that led away from the warehouse. That way? She went out that door? Vi's only answer was a slow and shallow nod. Right, got it. Thanks. I headed for the exit, then paused. You look pretty tired. Get some rest, alright? Still no response. There was something odd about her, but catching Clover seemed more like a priority. I turned around and jogged out the door toward the treatment center. Yeah, it's an out of jail card. We need it in another timeline. Huh? This is weird. Where is everybody? I'd assumed Alice would be in the treatment center, so Clover would have gone to find her, but the room was empty. Luna and Tenmyoji were gone too. They'd left Quark in the readout in his pod and said his vitals were... They'd left Quark, and the readout on his pod said his vitals were still fine. As far as I could tell, he was still asleep. Fine. Guess it's time to go look somewhere else. I made my way out of the treatment center. the hell? What is going on here? I can't find anybody. Every single room is empty. Wait, there's still one place I haven't checked. The infirmary. I ran into the room and stopped short. I might as well have run into a brick wall. My chest tightened so much I could barely breathe. No, what happened? I felt my whole body convulse. Whether from terror or nausea, I couldn't tell. My legs went limp, and I crumpled to the floor. Something sticky pressed against the palm of my hand, and I looked down to see blood. A vast, warm pool of fresh blood stretching out across the room, lapping at my legs and hands. Why? This can't be real. How could... In the middle of the lake of blood, like an island of flesh, were bodies. There were a bloody tangle of lifeless limbs and dead eyes with too much blood and chaos for me to tell who was who. Had they sliced themselves open or stabbed one another? I couldn't tell. All the blood, too much blood. Whatever they'd done, it was clear with tools they'd used to do it. A scalpel lay in the blood next to them, its handle and blade streaked with gore. This was how they had died. This tiny blade. Oh God, this is it. It's all over. This is how it ends. That's right, I have to end it. This nightmare will finally be over. Time to wake up. My fingers scraped across the floor as I picked up the scalpel. I lifted it slowly, carefully, to my neck, as if someone were guiding my hand with theirs, and drew it across my throat. That's not a game over, that's the Clover ending! I told you. Radical 6 is just the phenomenon of liking My Chemical Romance. Okay.
Sigma, do you remember what I said back in the other warehouse? What did you choose, Sigma?
You didn't see me push the
No.
button? Huh. Well, you'll know in a moment. What you want to do after that is up to you. You can come with me if you want, or you can stay here.
That's
Your
as
choice.
good as saying you chose betray.
I grinned and headed toward the display.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed.
Yeah, Radical 6 makes you want to unalive yourself.
Please direct your attention to the results screen. Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What
What did you do, Clover?
Sorry, it wasn't me.
Sigma, huh?
Yeah.
Care to explain this, then?
What's there to explain? It's exactly what it looks like. I'm getting out of here.
What?
Are you going with him, Clover? I...
When they all turned to look at Clover, I made my move. My feet pounded across the metal floor of the warehouse as I ran for the number 9 door.
Wait.
He'd have to do better than shout if he wanted to stop me. It was closer. I was almost there. I took one last running leap and slammed into the wall, the unlocking device right in front of me. With a yell of triumph, I threw the lever down. The door began to open. A heavy metallic grinding noise filled the room.
Shit, that son of a bitch actually did it?
His voice sounded almost surprised. I turned to face him. Sorry, but it looks like this is goodbye. Don't worry. I'll go to the police as soon as I get out and come back with help. I'm not going to just leave you
Give
all
me
here
that
to die.
shit. I know a liar when I see one.
Really? Maybe you should get your eyes checked.
Are you guys just gonna let him run off like this?
No way. I can't allow that. He took advantage of a sick kid. He's just a coward.
Agreed.
I also agree.
That's it then. Let's get him. Ready?
Yeah.
He's toast.
Just leave it to us.
Hey, now, don't do anything you'll regret. This door only opens once, you know. If you stop me, then...
Charge!
Shit! I spun back around to the face of the door. There it was, right in front of me. Freedom. I leapt for it. Or at least, I tried. It's so funny. No one tries any of this any other time that someone's opening the door. It happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly, my cheek was being pressed against the cold steel floor of the warehouse.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Shit. Let me go. Let me go, goddammit. I could feel something huge and heavy and metal pressed against my back. Kay had been holding me down. I failed to kick. I flailed and kicked, but it didn't do any good. What are you doing? You're just killing yourselves. This door only opens once. If I don't...
I know. Go, Clover.
Huh?
You're the only one of us with 9 BP. Nobody else can get out.
But
This is an order from your commanding officer. You are to escape from this facility. Once you've accomplished that, call for help.
that's...
Stop complaining and go. If that door closes, it's all over. None of us will get out of here alive. Leave!
The door had already begun to close. The space was narrowing quickly, but still wide enough for a single person to make it through.
Fine. You didn't leave me much choice.
I couldn't see what had happened, but I heard enough to guess. Alice had shoved Clover through the door. Looking up, I could see Clover's feet just through the doorway.
Alice!
Go! Call for help! I'm counting on you!
Alice! No! I can't!
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the Nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
Okay, Fuck! Okay, okay, so I want to say we can continue here.
Perhaps you don't have any control over if that happens or not, but
I've left several times without my wallet.
I am very cool. Thank you.
Maybe they did go through the door, like Kay said.
With Quark's
Or-
bracelet? Come on, man. You better not give me the maybe they're already dead crap. I got enough of it from Dio. You've got to be kidding me. This isn't funny, Vi. If you're right, then Kay, Quark, and I are the only people
Hey,
still alive
lay
in
off.
here.
I want to believe they're alive too, but
We heard a noise and turned.
I apologize for keeping you.
did you get Dio's bracelet?
Well, technically, yes, but
Huh?
best you just see it. This is what I found in Dio's pod.
What?
What the hell?
I assume whoever murdered Dio did this.
But why?
I
There's no
can't
point.
say for sure, but if I were to guess,
Chromatic door. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
with a bracelet like this, I doubt we can get past the secondary door.
That means Kay and I will.
You're gonna.
When the time comes, if anyone is left outside after they close, they'll be penalized.
I see. That's what they wanted. Whoever killed Dio wanted to use the game to kill me and Kay. That's why they broke the bracelet.
I think so. It makes the most sense.
How can you be so calm? In 5 minutes, you're gonna be.
Go on ahead, Sigma. You have those bracelets Kay gave you, right? You should be able to get through the secondary door with those. So just...
Fuck that. You know I can't just ditch you
But
guys
if
like
you
that.
stay here, you'll...
You think I don't know that? Well, what kind of monster am I if I just leave you here to die? No, wait, actually, this is wrong. Or we do have a breakthrough.
The first is an anesthetic called soporil
We do.
beta. The other is a muscle relaxant called tubocurarine. Your bracelet also has a bunch of needles on the inside. If you break the rules, those needles hop out and inject you.
My brother told me about that. Neostigmine is a type of cholinesterase inhibitor. That means it's sort of an antidote for tubocurine. I knew it!
Give it back. I found it, so it's mine.
A lot of people like the first game more. I don't know, I have a huge soft spot for Virtue's Last Reward.
The antidote.
I didn't have time to explain. I took off running toward the exit.
Sigma, where are you going?
Stay here, I'll be right back. I bolted out of the warehouse and toward the treatment room. Yeah. The second game is a lot more complicated. But the first game is kind of... Because it's building off of the first game and taking what the first game did and, like, making it more complex. Sweat pouring down my face. I didn't bother to wipe it off. There wasn't time. I dug frantically through Dio's coats until... Aha! I found it. It was only one dose. The injection gun uses the whole bottle at once. Shit. I can't save both of them.
1 minute remains until chromatic doors close.
1 minute? Shit. I spun around and shot out of the treatment center.
Three, two, one. Chromatic doors closing.
No.
Oh dear.
You gotta be kidding me.
Sigma.
There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First, would be this anesthetic Soprol. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like when my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor. No, I couldn't fall asleep. I just had to give one of them the antidote before my bracelet injected me with tuberculine. With every ounce of strength I could muster, I forced my eyes back open. Kay and Phi lay limp on the floor next to me. In my right hand, I could feel the injector gun with its precious cargo. I could only pull the trigger once. Who was I going to choose, Phi or Kay? No, what was I thinking? There was only one answer. Phi. I didn't even have a choice. After all, Kay's entire body is covered in impenetrable metal. I'm sorry, Kay. I summoned as much energy as I could and dragged myself toward Phi. After what felt like an eternity, I was finally within arm's reach. With no time to waste, I pressed the gun to her arm and pulled the trigger.
Sigma, what the hell did you...
I injected you with neostigmine. It's a type of cholinesterase inhibitor. It's the antidote to the muscle
Why did
relaxant.
you pick me?
Because I can't use the injection gun on Kay. It'd never get through the
Then
middle.
Why didn't you inject yourself?
Guess you've got a point. Honestly, didn't even cross
You're
my mind.
the biggest idiot on the planet.
Hey, come on. Is that any kind of thing to say to someone who's about to die? How about something more tender?
No, screw this. I don't want to live if it means being in debt to you. No goddamn way. I'm not.
Her words were slurred and slowed, and her eyes fluttered closed. She wasn't dead, of course. I could still hear the faint sound of her breathing, and see her chest rise and fall. Good. Phi's gonna be alright. But Kay... I looked over in his direction. That was when I noticed it. Open? There's a hole here on the back of your head. Looks like you insert something. It just opens. Maybe if you put some kind of key in
You
there...
could open up the suit and take the mask off.
Wait, then he... What? When would he have... It's
Yes.
empty. Was there something in
No.
there before?
It was empty when I found it.
But what if he'd lied? Could Kay have taken the key? How he'd gotten it, it didn't really matter anymore. What did matter was that Kay had been able to remove his armor, and he had. Holy shit. Then that would mean Dio's killer... I coaxed as much strength as I could from my increasingly lethargic body and crawled toward Kay. Kay, wake up. Come on, talk to me. I grabbed his shoulder and shook him until he finally shifted and spoke.
Sigma.
I just need to know one thing. Did you kill Dio? You weren't sleeping, were you? After I left, you took off your armor. You didn't want to go the same way I had, so you took the other door. After you went the long way around the warehouse and the crew quarters, you headed for the elevator. I bumped into Fi and we went back to the lounge to check on you. We saw you, or we saw your armor, I guess, but by then you would have been out of it. While we were in the lounge, you went to the treatment room and killed Dio. You must have turned off the oxygen to his pod, although you probably didn't stick around to make sure he died. I'm betting you were in a hurry to get back before Fi and I noticed something was up. Once you got back to floor A, you needed us out of the lounge, so you made the noise in the hall to lure us out. Then you ran around and took the long way back to the lounge so you could enter through the rear door. Once you were there, you put on your suit again and waited for us. And as soon as we found Dio's body, we did exactly what you'd expected. Kay, wake up! Something's happened. You pretended to wake up, very disoriented and confused. What is it? Come on, Kay, I'm almost out of time. Did you kill Dio?
Yes, your reasoning is correct. I killed him. Because
Why?
I couldn't forgive him. He took the life of someone very important to me. I couldn't...
Who did he kill?
The old woman.
He killed the old woman! He killed the old woman! And who's the old woman? What?
She was like mother to me. She showed me how to see meaning in my life.
Wait, are you saying...
Yes, I am. She was the woman who came here when I was 18.
Whoa, hold on. What do you mean here?
Sigma, unfortunately, we are out of time. There's something I have to tell you. I made a promise that you would hear it. You understand? This is very important. You must pay attention. Cannot forget.
Forget? He wasn't making sense. He was about to die. How on earth would I remember anything for more than a few seconds?
If you see a lion with two heads devouring the sun, remember these letters. M-I-L-K-E-V-O-L-I. This will open the second gate.
What the hell? Hey, Kay, who told you to tell me this? Who are you? Show me. Show me who you really are. I grabbed a hold of Kay's mask and tore it off. Are you guys ready? What? No, that's impossible. That face. It's my face. I felt a sharp pain in my wrist, and my body collapsed unceremoniously. The second drug, tubocurine. My vision began to blur, and my head felt unnaturally heavy. That's our face. That's Sigma. That's Sigma's face. The world faded away, and my consciousness slipped down into the cold, dark waters of nothingness. He has Sigma's face. Kay looks like Sigma. M-I-L-K-E-V.
What?
Sigma's BP is...
Negative.
Suddenly, all eyes were on me. I felt their weight but stood my ground. Kay is even weirder than you think. No, he's not a twin. And whatever you think Kay is right now, however weird that is, it's even stranger. Trust me. I took a deep breath and closed my eyes. I didn't have to wait long. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. There is time travel. This isn't it. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Soparel. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on! Hey! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Trying to open my eyelids was like trying to lift sheets off the lead. Like sheets of lead. My eyes had lost the ability to focus, but I could make out the blur that had been Dio in front of the number 9 door. Damn it. You'll keep your promise, god damn it. I groaned and with a Herculean effort lifted my head and then my sluggish body off the floor. Every step was a battle, and whenever I shifted my weight, my muscles threatened to give out again. But somehow I forced myself ahead, and a single thought burning in my mind. I would reach Dio. Then at last. Then the smudge of color faded into a recognizable person. I threw out my hand in front of him. Give it back. Give me the medicine.
Give it back. Don't act like it's yours. Aren't we supposed to share everything we find here?
I don't care. Just hand it to me, the medicine.
What are you talking about?
We found the Excalibur in the laboratory.
And Dio stole it.
What?
You mean he has it? Right now?
Yeah. So?
You're on the right track. I wasn't a fool. I knew what kind of person Dio was. There was a chance he wouldn't give us back the Excalibur. If he didn't, then I'd die with my hands around his throat. I gathered as much of my mind as I could and got ready to attack.
Fine.
Not quite what I'd been expecting.
Here.
With a shrug, he pulled the vial out of his pocket and tossed it toward me. I caught it and pulled the tiny glass bottle to my chest, worried I might drop it. The label said unmistakably Excalibur. It was the real thing. Clover, take it. I held it out toward her.
Right. Of course.
She quickly tucked it into her pocket. Good. Now at least Quark will be alright. With that, the last of my strength left me, and I dropped to my knees.
Sigma! Are you okay? Sigma! Sigma!
I guess this is it.
First, is this soap real?
I guess you could say it'll really take your breath away.
9 minutes. Once the Sopro was injected, I had 9 minutes until the muscle relaxant followed. And 4 minutes had already passed, which left me with 5, give or take a little. In 5 minutes, I would be dead. What could I do in 5 minutes? How could I save myself? I gave a raspy, quiet laugh. Even with the death staring me in the face, I seemed to be determined to struggle right up until the very end. Okay, Sigma. You can do this. Clinging desperately to what little consciousness I had, I racked my brain for any possible solutions. How could I save myself? How? There has to be something. Every problem, no matter how difficult, has a solution. There's always another option. Hopelessness is a state of mind. I just had to think. Think. If there was a way out, I'd find it. Wasn't ready to give up on life yet. There had to be an answer. Do I still not have the piece I need? Fuck. Okay, I don't still have the piece I need. Okay. Alright, then let's take the more direct route.
there's no one here.
That computer's been
Yeah,
turned on.
maybe Dio and Kay did that. A light. A sun? We probably can't use it unless we know what those are. Sure, I'll give it a shot.
I know,
Yeah,
I have it
just
written
as I
down.
thought. Might as well forget about this thing for now. We can't get anywhere without a password. Let's see if we can find any other clues. This is the director's, shall we?
We got Milk of Oli. See, but I don't know the password. I mean... Oh, alright, so we still need the ID? No, that's too long. Fuck. Okay. I love milk. Yeah. Alright, hold on. Fuck! Alright. Just for a refresher. Since we don't seem to remember. Look, Sigma. There's Sigma's face. Look, there's Sigma. And Sigma and K look the same? What? Okay. So what we did here was ally. Okay. So we gotta betray. We gotta go down this last timeline. And get some more information. And then we
Hey,
gotta go back
it's almost
to
time.
Luna's timeline. And
What are
get
you gonna
Luna's
pick?
ending.
If you aren't going to do it, then
No, I'm fine.
You're gonna choose betray, right?
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
All right, take it away.
30.
I stood in front of the selection screen and took a deep breath. This was it. Ran over my options one last time. I think it's Tenmyoji? No, actually, we betrayed Tenmyoji in the other timeline. I think this would be Alice? Right? We ally with Alice, and she
Round
betrays
one
us.
of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Yeah. We allied, and she betrayed us. Yeah. It's fine, I stepped out of the AB room. I could see the others running toward the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer.
Well, you chose what I wanted you to choose. I guess I should say thanks. So, thanks.
Come on. You don't need to do that. I just made the obvious choice. Well, I'm sure Alice chose Betray. That meant we pretty much had to choose Betray,
How do you
right?
know what she's going to choose?
I guess you could say I
Are
just
you
know.
making fun of me?
Maybe.
Yo, what's up? Siggy! No! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
I just want to say, in this timeline that we're in right now with Alice, we didn't find any dead old lady when we opened the A's Ambidex rooms. Just so you guys know.
We'll find
It's important
out if you made
information.
the right choice.
Because you can tell that the room hasn't been picked up and moved, too. You can see how the arrangement here is slightly different than it was before. That's because nobody's like, huh, there's no dead old lady, because there's not a dead old lady. Usually it's like, oh my god, there's a dead old lady. But the rooms haven't been moved and there's no dead old lady.
Good, good, good. Looks like you're all here.
Finally, let's get ready to rock!
Ambidex game! Round one! The results!
That's my favorite characters, guys.
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Hey, Alice, what the hell is this? You chose Betray last time, so I chose Betray too. No, why?
Wait a minute. Last time? What on earth are you talking about?
Can you tell me one thing? When exactly did you press the
5
button?
minutes before the deadline. There's that announcement, right? I pressed it right after that. Why?
What? No, that can't. What was going on? When Vi and I chose Ally, Alice picked Betray.
I just made the most rational choice. The best way to minimize risk and maximize reward in this situation is to choose Betray. Anyone who thinks otherwise is, well, an idiot.
But this time I chose Betray and her vote changed to Ally? Why? What was different? Had history somehow changed because of my choice? No, that was insane. If Alice had somehow known that I had chosen Betray and chosen Ally in response, at least that would have followed the principle of cause and effect. But what had just happened was something entirely different. There was no way Alice could have known what we would choose when she made her decision. Besides, if she had known we intended to betray her, there's no way she would have chosen Ally. In other words, she must have made her decision without any knowledge of ours. Let's say we're talking about a game of rock, paper, scissors. I throw out rock. Right after that, Alice throws out paper. Obviously, I lose, so I go back in time and decide to whip out scissors this time. This time, Alice chooses rock. I lose again, but that's fine because it still makes sense. My actions in the past caused Alice's actions in the future. Easy. But what just happened in the AB game wasn't like that. Let's say I go back to the innocent game of rock, paper, scissors. This time, Alice is the one who threw out her hand first. But in this situation, there's no way for me to know what it is, so I decided to go with rock. Now Alice's choice is revealed. Turns out, she went with paper. Damn it. I lose and I'm pissed off. So once again, I go back in time to try and change history and erase my losses. What will I choose this time? That's not even a question. Scissors, obviously. After all, last time, Alice went with paper. There's the important part. When I make this choice, Alice had already made her choice. Sure of my victory, I throw out a pair of scissors. But what the hell? My rage would be white hot. How could this have happened? Why? Alice's hand had been paper before. How did it change to rock? Obviously there was no cause and effect here. Since Alice's choice was in the past and mine was in the future, how could that even happen? How could the future influence the past? But it wasn't theoretical now. This had actually happened. What the hell was going on? No, wait. Why the fuck was I talking so casually about going back in time? That kind of stuff doesn't happen in real life, right? Of course, time travel is impossible. There's absolutely positively no way to travel through time. But if that was true,
The best way to minimize risk and maximize reward in this situation is to choose betray. Anyone who thinks otherwise is, well, an idiot.
Hey, did you have a stroke or something?
oh, sorry.
Besides, why do I have to answer your question? I should be the one yelling at you. Because of you two, I've only got one BP left.
Yeah,
You're
right.
What in God's name is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. Really,
Forget
I
it.
seriously feel terrible.
I'm never going to trust you or Phi again. You'll pay for this.
Alice stormed off. She threw one last hurt, scornful look over her shoulder as she left, and it stabbed me right through the heart. One of the other teams seemed to be dealing with a similar issue.
I really don't know what I can say. We had no idea you would choose Ally.
No way I'd choose betray. I'm with Clover on the other side.
What? What do you mean?
Do you have an interest in Clover?
What? No, that's not... No.
Look at his hand expression. He's like, me?
What is it then?
I love Kay. Kay is one of my favorite characters.
You'd have to be crazy to pick Ally. The only way it'd make any sense to do that is if you really, really trusted the other person.
So you're saying you don't trust me then?
Duh! Are you senile? Why the hell would I trust some old geezer I just met a few hours ago?
God, this is such an iconic screen right now.
I see. Say no. Didn't think it'd hurt this much.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean? You're starting to get kind of creepy.
Creepy, huh? I understand. I guess I just haven't had enough time to earn your trust.
I suppose you could say that. I just didn't really expect you to be so nice about it.
Well, looks like those guys managed to get through this all right. Figure that means the fault here's gotta be mine.
And look, Junpei is not like freaking the fuck out because we didn't find dead old lady.
Huh?
Who is, as Nasorian pointed out, Akane.
Thank you very much.
Don't worry about it. We only did what anybody else would do. Right, Mr. Dio?
Yeah, exactly.
Dio, Quark, and Luna on the other side, on the other hand, seem to have resolved things amicably by choosing Ally. No doubt we were all wishing we'd done the same. But why had Dio sounded so awkward? What had happened in the AB room? Only Dio and Quark knew for sure. This is like the only time Dio will
Zero,
ever
when does
choose
the
like
next
the
round
ally.
start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round one. If there's a round one, then there's likely a round two.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP? That's impossible without a second round.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. You're right. There will be a second round.
Guys, I just realized we already figured out there's only 3 more puzzles left, right? So that means we have our, I think, green door, right? No, wait, maybe I'm wrong. No, yeah, we have our green door and our magenta door. Or no, that's our magenta door, our red door. And then we have our white room. And the white room that we have left is my favorite puzzle in the whole game. So I'm really happy this is the course of events we've been going through.
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
They're already open.
Right, you are. So, let me just close them.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 2 of the Ambidex game will be the Moon Round.
See, I love this plot so much.
Moon cards will be required to open the gates.
Does that mean we can't use these cards anymore since they've got suns on them?
Yes, indeedy. Now, you'll have to look for cards with moons on them.
So, how many times do we play the AB game?
I don't know. As many times as you need to. It's anybody's guess how long it'll go. But
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
No. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on.
of course, you could also get stuck just below 9 BP, where every bunny just keeps going back and forth and back and forth, winning and losing points. After all, if there's no bunny with 9 BP, the door can't open. If that happens, you'll just have to continue on to round 3, and round 4, and round 5, round 100, round 2000. You might even go all the way up to round 24,009,004,897. Although, I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
Hey, can I ask you
I don't
something?
know. Can you?
There's rules about who can go into the secondary doors, right? Like you have to have 3 people
Yeah.
exactly. Well, what about the number 9 door? Are the rules the same?
Nope. There aren't any rules about how many people can go through that door. It could be 1 person, or 2 people, or even all 9 of you. There is one thing though, Ziggy. All that stuff about how you have to have 3 people to go through the secondary chromatic doors, maybe it's not 100% true.
What do you mean?
Well, you can open the door with just 1 or 2 people if you want.
That's not what you told us.
Well, I didn't want to make things complicated.
Then explain it now.
Just use the bracelets.
What?
There's a sort of scanner between the 2 doors. It checks to see if the right people are going through. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's scanning the people.
So, it's scanning the bracelets then?
Ding ding ding! As long as the scanner sees the right combination of bracelets, it doesn't matter how many people there are!
Do these things even come off?
They do indeed.
Then how do I take it off?
Well, there's 2 ways. The first is to get through the number 9 door and escape. As soon as you're out, the bracelet unlocks all by itself.
What's the second way? Hey, Zero, wake up, will you? What's the second way?
Oh, Bio. I think you already know.
What?
Do you really want to get...
Of course I do!
Oh, well, I see. It's easy. Nothing to it, really. You die.
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses.
You know what an electrocardiogram is, right? Technically, it's a machine that graphs the electric current flowing across the myocardium, but you probably know it as the thing in the hospital with the little light that goes beep, 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 beep. When someone dies on a TV show.
Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching. So, when that signal goes away...
The lock on the bracelet releases, right?
Yep. So there you go. The second way. Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off. Apart from that, there's no other way to get the bracelets off. If you try something harebrained, like trying to break them or something, you'll be disobeying the rules. I don't think I need to remind you what happens when you do that. But if you're lucky, you might get to see a few of them come off during the next round.
Oops. I guess it's not going to be very lucky for some of you, huh?
Next round.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Well, do I have to explain everything? Somebody might die during the next round of the AB game. There. That's pretty clear, right? If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be 10 Miyagi or less. One or the other. Or... it might be both of them.
What?
Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is.
You mean the needles in our bracelet are gonna activate and we'll all die?
Correct, Siggy. Full marks.
So, Fi had been right. But how had she known before Zero told us?
I see. Alice and I only have 1 BP. That means we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
What? What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
Sorry.
Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well,
Is there anything else you've conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew, right? Right, Fido?
Yeah, I guess so.
I took a moment to go over everything in my head. The AB game would continue until someone opened the number 9 door. There were no rules about how many people could or couldn't pass through the number 9 door. That meant it was possible for everyone to escape. The secondary chromatic doors could be opened by any number of people, so long as you had the right bracelets. The bracelets would only be unlocked under 2 conditions: if you left the building, or if your heart stopped. If your BP hit 0, the needles in your bracelet would activate, killing you.
Oh, one last thing. The next set of chromatic doors you'll be going through are downstairs. You already saw them, right? There should have been 3. Red, blue, and green. That means that to get through, you'll need bracelets in cyan, magenta, and yellow.
But wait! You've already got those bracelets! Have a look! The color's changed, hasn't it?
So am I.
Me too.
We got Luna.
It looks like the color wasn't the only thing that changed.
What do you mean?
Well, it looks like our groups have changed too. I was a solo last round, but now it says pair.
Wait, really? Mine still says solo.
It looks like Luna and I both changed, although I've gone from solo to pair.
I'm the opposite. Mine went from pair to solo.
No change here. Still a pair. I guess this must be magenta. Are you two magenta too?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Quark, Clover, and I are cyan.
I think Mr. K and I are pairs. And Miss Clover is a solo?
Looks like it. When did they change?
Back when the AB gates closed.
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically.
Fi is 0?
Pair and solo assignments hop around a bit
No.
too.
Fi is not 0.
And of course, it's totally random. No rules or anything! Now, with all of that explained, sadly, we may never meet again.
What?
Well, there's not really anything for me to facilitate anymore. I mean, you guys are good from here, right? I'll never see you guys again. Did you really think I was gonna cry?
Suckers!
As if I'd cry over you dummies.
What the? You fucking dick.
You mad? Anyway, good luck.
What a troll.
I may be gone, but I'm always watching. Maybe I'll see you again someday. Have a nice tragedy.
piece of shit. If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
That sounds gross. I don't really want to think about that.
So what happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits. Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something. If there's a chance Zero missed something.
I concur. There's no point in standing around. We lose nothing by looking. And if we find nothing, we can always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Let's split up. 5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so. Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
There were none. After some nods and mumbling, they split up and moved off to investigate. I was the only person who stayed behind. How the hell did I end up here? Why? Why me? Try as I might, I couldn't think of anything I'd done that could have landed me in Zero's game. I hadn't pissed anyone off, at least not this bad. I didn't owe anybody money, and my family certainly wasn't rich. If anyone was hoping to get a fat ransom payout from me, then they were going to be very disappointed. Obviously, I wasn't some kind of genius, nor was I an Olympic athlete, and I certainly hadn't been chosen by God to fulfill some great purpose on his earth. Well, at least if I was, I didn't know it yet. Like, isn't it so... It's interesting going into this route right now, already knowing so much information, because, like, it gives so much context as to why Clover and Tenmyoji's interaction went how it did just now. Because at first you'd be like, that's weird. But it's like, oh my god, it's Junpei. He's like, damn, Clover doesn't recognize or trust me, that sucks. Had I started a fight with a frightening and mysterious new religion? Kind of. No. Had I hacked into some terrorist group's server? No. Had I witnessed an assassination? No. Had I gotten wasted and had a one-night stand with a mistress of some prominent politician? Well, yes, but it was just that one time, and she was the one who went after me. Anyway, I was just an ordinary college student. If there was a reason I'd been abducted and put in the Nonary game, I sure couldn't see it. Why was this happening to me? I thought back to what I'd been doing right before I was taken. The memories were still blurry, but they were there. December 25th, 2028. Early morning, California desert. The moon was beautiful. I'd just finished writing a paper due that day and was heading to my car from the research building. The parking lot was empty, and a bright moon cast sharp shadows across the chilly pavement. The last time I'd looked at the clock, it had said it was 2 in the morning, which meant that today was Christmas Day. So why was I at school, typing away feverishly on Christmas? There was 3 reasons. First, my home computer had suddenly decided to eat shit. When I hit the power button, I just got nothing. I didn't have the time to spend all night troubleshooting the stupid thing, so I headed back to campus to use one of the school machines. Second, the professor in charge of my research group was a Buddhist. Christmas didn't appear to have any sort of significance to him, and part of me couldn't shake the thought that he was trying to make some kind of point. Third, my girlfriend had broken up with me a week before. I'm sorry. I don't think we should see each other anymore. Goodbye. And all I got was that one cold email. Try as I might, I couldn't even get in touch with her. Of course, that meant I wouldn't be attending the party we'd been planning on going to. Somehow, I didn't think drinking by myself around a bunch of happy couples would really be a good idea. At any rate, I'd stayed up all night to finish my paper and emailed it off to my professor before the sun began to rise. As I walked across the parking lot, I felt light. Perhaps it was the relief of finishing my paper, or perhaps it was the 5 energy drinks I chugged to stay awake. Perhaps it was both. I slid into my car and stuck the key into the ignition after only 2 tries. I twisted the key. Nothing happened. I jiggled the key in the slot and tried again. And again. And again. On the 5th try, the engine made an odd creaking noise, like metal on metal, and fell silent. God damn it. You stupid piece of shit. I screamed and pounded on the steering wheel, but nothing worked. The console was about to get a visit from my fist when... hell is this? Why is the car smoking? I clawed at the door, and for a moment, I thought that it was just my panic and lack of sleep that were keeping me from opening it. It wasn't long before I realized the truth. Shit. Open, goddammit. What was going on? My mind was racing, trying desperately to puzzle out what was happening through a haze of fear and caffeine-fueled neuron misfires. That was when I saw it. Just a glimpse in the rearview mirror, but I was certain there was something behind my car. I spun around as fast as a very tired college student sitting in a car cab. Who's there? My vision started to swim as the smoke filled the car. The more of it I inhaled, the heavier my body felt, and I could already feel the world starting to go dark. Heard. The last of my strength failed, and I collapsed sideways into the passenger seat. We're probably just gonna get to the next puzzle and then wrap up around there, so... My eyes slowly drooped closed. Because we only got about like 40 minutes till I want to wrap up anyway. When they opened again, I was in the AB room with Fi. Why is this happening to me? I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. And even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay had said, we need to at least try and find another way out. So I shook my head off to clear it and stood up straight and headed off.
Oh, hey Sigma.
Can I get you a seat?
Are you some kind of waitress?
What do you want?
What do you mean, what do I want? I just came here to check up on you guys. So this is the lounge, huh? A bar, sofa, and 3 ladies. I feel like I'm in the VIP room.
Can I get you a drink?
Better not be underage.
I turned 21 just the other day.
I see. Well, I guess we could probably have a drink or two then. Unfortunately, as much fun as that sounds like, I don't think it's a very good idea.
Not?
This isn't really a good time to be getting wasted.
It seems like this sort of thing is exactly what makes people want to drink in the first place.
You've got a point.
Sigma.
I'm just kidding. Besides, I've got a headache. Drinking is probably not the best
It hasn't gone away yet?
Well, it was fine for a while, but now I guess the best is back.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm sure if I just leave it alone, it'll go away in a bit. That's how it went before, anyway. Has this been happening to anyone else?
The headaches.
Uh-huh.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I did get one a bit ago. I feel fine now, though.
What about you, Luna?
You know, I think I did have a bit of a headache earlier. Not me. No headaches here. Well...
What?
It's hard to explain. I just feel kind of weird. Your head feels weird? No. My body feels weird. Like my whole body.
Do you feel kind of numb? I think I've got the same thing. It's kind of like when you fall asleep on top of one of your arms, and then when you wake up, the arm kind of feels like it's not really yours anymore. It's not just my arm, though. My whole body feels kind of numb and foreign.
I guess it's kind of like that, but...
Oh, if that's what you're talking about, then yeah, I know what you mean. It's
Really?
kind of like my body isn't really mine. I'm sort of floating. Like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it's because of the anesthetic gas.
The what
It
now?
might have looked like white smoke. The stuff they used when they abducted you.
Yeah, right. Oh, that scene we just watched.
It seems like we were unconscious for a long time, so it must have been pretty powerful stuff.
You think this might be some kind of side effect?
It could be a side effect, or it could be that it just hasn't worn off completely yet.
Whatever. That's not important. Right now we need to figure out how to get out of here.
Alright, I'll go have a look somewhere else then. You guys going to stick
Yeah.
around here?
Haven't really taken a good look at everything yet.
Okay, catch you later then. I waved goodbye and headed toward the exit. Where to next? So this is the infirmary, huh?
What are you doing here?
Still mad?
Obviously.
Come on now, you don't have to get your panties in a bunch.
That's easy for you to say, Dio. You're sitting pretty at 5 BP. Tenmyoji and I only have 1. You do understand what that means, don't you?
That's no reason to take your anger out on people. You won't get your BP back by being a jerk to him.
What's this? You're gonna take his side? I thought you, of all people, would agree with me.
I do.
No, you don't. You don't get it. Why would you care? You've got, what, maybe 5 years left? Maybe less? I'm not like you. I'm still young. I want to live a long life. There's so many things I still want to do.
Like what?
Well, let's see. I want to wear lots of gorgeous clothes. I want to eat tons of delicious food and fall in love.
What an idiot.
Excuse me?
And I was going to take your side, but after that load of horse shit, you're on your own.
Ugh. Look. Let me try this again. I'm frustrated, but there really is something important I have to do.
Which is?
Avenge my father's murder. That's what I have to do.
What happened to him? Could you elaborate
No,
on that?
I couldn't. This isn't the kind of thing I should be telling people I don't even know.
Fine. Just tell me one thing. Does your father's murder have anything to do with us being
I
trapped
have no
here?
idea. As to why you're here, your guess is as good as mine. But it's possible that his death is connected to my abduction. I was on their trail. I was tracking down the people who killed him.
How close were you?
I can't say, but it's possible that I was getting close enough that they decided something had to be done with me.
Are you a detective? No, she's a secret agent.
I wouldn't really say I'm a detective. Not a bad guess, though. Why are you guys looking at me like that?
I mean, you don't really have the detective
I didn't
look.
say I was a detective.
Then what are you?
No.
CIA? Fine, well, whatever you are, you don't
That's
look like
fine.
one.
In my line of work, the less I look like what I am, the better. Better I keep them guessing.
Hey, what's the deal with you and Clover?
What's she got to do with anything?
Well, you know each other, right? I was thinking maybe you were related or worked together or something.
No. She has nothing to do with my work. She's just a friend that I met somewhere.
Where's somewhere?
In the middle of a desert. Yes,
A desert.
but that's an awfully long story. Wait, hold on. Why am I the only person getting the 3rd degree? That doesn't seem fair to me. How about you guys give up a little personal information, too? We'll start with you, Tenmyoji. Who are you?
Just a garbage collector.
Any ties to Zero?
None.
What's your relationship with Quark? You two know each other, right?
Do I have to answer that?
Well, if you really don't want to, it's not like I can force you.
No. And I apologize, but I don't have anything to say about that subject. I mean, it's not like you told us everything either.
I see. Very well, then. Dio, it's your turn. What's your profession?
Well, you're probably gonna think I'm full of shit, but I'm a circus ringleader.
Bro is just lying out of his ass.
You're kidding.
Nope. I'm the real deal. I lead a company of about 50 people. We travel all over the world. It was my grandfather's grandfather who founded it. My father died at a young age. I'm a 5th generation ringleader. My old man was a trapeze artist. He tried to do this quadruple flip and missed.
He's a part of a cult.
Well, I
He's
guess
like
he
an
wasn't
elite
really
member
young.
of a cult.
He was about 40.
And he was sent here to kill us
He was
all.
pretty reckless for a guy that age. Always talking about how he couldn't let the kids show him up. Guess he just took it too far.
I see. You lost your father too, then?
Yeah. shit. Guess I got a little sappy there. Anyway, point is, I don't have any damn idea how I'm connected to Zero. I got grabbed on the last night of one of our tour stops. I'd gone out to a couple bars and gotten shit-faced. On my way back to the caravan, this black van pulls up. Somebody grabs me and throws me inside. Before I can even get a look at them, they hit me with that gas and I'm out like a light. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in the AB room. Anyway, enough about me. We still haven't heard your story, Sigma. Who are you?
Told you guys the first time we met. Don't you remember? I was on my way home from school. When I got into my car, was hit with this white gas.
Are you some
poured
kind
out
of
everywhere.
doctor?
Huh? No, I'm still working on my degree. I'm shooting for a PhD, but I'm not quite
I
there
guess
yet.
you've been working on that for quite a while, huh?
Yeah, I guess I have.
Can you think of anything that might connect you to any of this?
Believe me, I've thought about it, but I just can't go on a blank.
What about Zero?
No
Do
idea.
any of the people here look familiar to you?
Nope. You're all strangers. Well, I guess I can't really say for sure about Kay since I haven't seen his face, but I suppose it's possible he's someone I know.
Just who is he anyway?
Until that amnesia clears up, I don't think we've got any way of knowing.
Oh, come on. You know he's full of shit.
You still don't believe him?
Of course not.
Okay, well, Kay's a bit of a mystery, but what about some of the others? Clover, for instance. What does she do?
I think she's a student. At night, she's a waitress or a bartender or something.
What about Quark? Well, I guess he probably doesn't really have a job, huh? He's still in elementary school? Why is that funny?
It's nothing.
Quark didn't go to school because of the way Quark lived. We all remember Quark's backstory from last stream. Quark is a collector, like Tenmyoji.
Just forget about it.
His root beer floats.
Yeah, you're right. A boy his age would be in elementary school.
You really don't know much, do you? About Quark, I mean.
Well, if it makes you feel better, sure.
Well, I know a little about Luna. I got her talking when we were in the infirmary. She says she's got some sort of medical license or something.
She's a nurse?
It could mean she's a doctor.
I don't know. She didn't say. Just going by how she looks, though, I guess nurse.
She's a doctor.
That leaves us with Phi. She's the most mysterious to me. What does a girl like that do?
You've been around her the most, Sigma. She told you anything?
Look, I just don't know, alright? It's just kind of there. Like, I looked at you, and some part of my brain just said, that's Sigma.
No, nothing in particular. Yeah, she's a real mystery. I honestly know about as much as you do, so basically nothing. I hadn't realized it until I said it. I'd spent hours with Phi, and yet I knew nothing about her except her name, and only had her word that even that was the truth. Who was she really? The more I thought about it, the more suspicious she seemed. A fake detective, a waitress, a garbage collector, an elementary school kid, a nurse, a circus ringleader, plus 2 total mysteries. What do we all have in common? I don't think Zero would just grab a bunch of people randomly.
There's no point to talking about this. We should just focus on getting out of here.
I agree.
I'm gonna go check
Where
on
do
the
you
others
plan on
then.
going?
Crew quarters. I think I'll head to the
I
crew
see.
quarters.
Right. Later, bro.
Later, bro. I headed out of the infirmary. Just hit him with the second, I'm not your bro, bro.
Oh, Sigma, perfect timing.
You were in the crew quarters before, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. Phi, Alice, and I went through all the rooms.
Did you find anything suspicious?
Like a secret door or something?
If I had, you really think I wouldn't have told
Anything
you?
else out of the ordinary, perhaps?
Out of the ordinary?
What's this book?
Oh, that. It's a book of meowed cats.
A meowth?
Oh, sorry, it's just this thing that happens to me ever since I was a kid. When I start talking about cats, I start talking like one. It doesn't really mean anything, though.
Okay.
That's weird. So what's the cat book about?
Oh, well, there's this quantum physics thought experiment called Schrodinger's cat. This book talks me out it.
Oh, yes, I've heard about that. A cat is put in a box with a device that has a random chance to release a poison which will kill the cat. That means the cat is both alive and dead until someone opens the box. Something like that, right? What?
Meowdy? I don't really know anything about it. I'm just telling you what Fi told
So
me.
it probably isn't gonna give us any hints then.
Quark, you're doing it too.
Oops.
Can't relate. Well, what about you
What do
guys?
you mean?
You checked out the lounge with Clover and Tenmyoji, and Quark was in the infirmary with Theo and Luna. Anything suspicious
Well, this
there?
whole facility is pretty suspicious, but I suppose that's not what you meant. Well, the puzzles in the lounge were lunar eclipse themed.
Lunar
Yes,
eclipse?
apparently there's supposed to be a lunar eclipse on December 31st, 2028. All the puzzles were related to that somehow.
Isn't that this New Year's Eve?
I suppose it is. Well, I can't say I know what year or even what day it is, but Clover was saying something to that effect.
The 31st, huh? I'd been knocked out at the dawn of the 25th, so the 31st would be 6 days after that. Lunar eclipse, lunar eclipse. What did it have to do with any of this? Try as I might, I couldn't think of any way a lunar eclipse could be connected to our abductions.
What about the infirmary, Quark? Did you find anything there?
Yeah, we did find something. Just one thing though. Theo
What was
and
it?
Luna didn't tell you? Okay, I got it right here. Just a second.
Quark reached into his pocket and pulled out what appeared to be a newspaper clipping. My throat began to tighten as I read it. Radical 6 infection spread. Cure continues to elude authorities. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. The WHO has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised. Is this for
It
real?
seems a little hard to believe.
If it really is some kind of pandemic, though, that sounds like a pretty big deal.
Yes.
Hasn't been anything on the news, though. This is the first time I've ever heard of the term Radical 6. Was that true, though? Was that really the first time I'd heard it? I couldn't really shake the feeling that I'd heard Radical 6 somewhere before, but where? And why?
If it is true, then I worry about what might be happening to the world outside. Is there a pandemic raging on the other side of these walls?
Clover's voice shattered the silence.
You guys, hurry! You need to come with me.
Has something happened?
Yes, I mean, sort of. I mean, we found something.
What did you find?
It's horrible. It's really scary.
Horrible?
Never mind. Just shut up and follow me. You'll understand when you see it. It's right over here in the next room. Just follow me.
Clover was first in the room and followed quickly by me and Kay and Quark. She said nothing and just pointed under the bed. The three of us crouched under and followed her finger. There it was. What the hell is this?
I think it's a bomb.
Bomb? No way.
So, thank you, Sigma. Goodbye.
Of course. It was the same bomb I'd seen in my vision. Then it hadn't been a hallucination. Had it actually been a premonition?
We need to tell everybody.
No, it's all right. Luna's out rounding them up. They should be here in just a few seconds. See?
Where is it? Where's this bomb?
Dio's saying as if he isn't the one who planted them. No sooner had she spoken the words than the rest of our fellow captives appeared. Luna pushed through them and pointed at the bomb.
There, you see?
For several long moments, we just stared in silence. Slowly, we began to eye one another. Old suspicions suddenly reawakened. It was Fi who finally broke the silence.
Doesn't look like it has a timed detonator. There must be a remote somewhere.
You're right. It'll probably use an active button or switch of some sort, not a dead man switch. If we can get it, we should be safe as long as we don't press the button.
Who was the first person to
Me.
find this?
And Luna. We found it while we were searching this room.
I thought you and Luna were in the lounge.
Yeah. We looked all over, but we couldn't find anything there. So we gave up on the lounge and came here.
I can confirm that. I wanted to look around the lounge some more, so I stayed back. You guys must have found it when you got here then?
Yes.
How did you know it was a bomb?
Well, I mean, I could tell just by looking at it.
Why?
Well, during my train...
Clover!
Clover's eyes widened and she clapped her hands over her mouth.
Anyway, this is definitely a bomb.
Lol.
I guarantee it.
How do you know?
I just do.
Oh, you sounded pretty sure about the switch, too. How do you know all this?
Let's just say it's an occupational hazard.
What kind of occupation do you have?
I can't tell you that.
Spare me the bullshit. This isn't time for keeping secrets.
Please, just trust me. Look, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm sure that's a bomb. And it's not just, it's an antimatter bomb.
Antimatter? Wait,
What?
you mean a bomb that uses annihilation energy?
Oh, you know what that is? Anyway, yes, you're right.
What's Annie Nation?
I would have thought you'd know.
Huh? Why?
Well, your name is Quark. You do know what that means, right?
Yeah, Grandpa told me about it. He said it's an elementary particle, one of the smallest bits of matter, but I don't really know anything else.
I see. Can you explain it to him, Tenmyoji?
Me?
Well, you know him best. I thought you could explain it better.
I don't know. It's hard to think of a way to explain it in simple terms.
You want me to do it?
Yes, please.
Fi nodded and turned to Quark.
Okay. To begin with, we usually refer to bits of matter as particles. But there are also these things called antiparticles.
This music is just like, alright, we're getting really into the fucking nitty gritty, let's go.
For example, an electron is a particle with a negative charge. It has a sort of opposite, which is the antiparticle called the positron. It has a positive charge instead of a negative one, like the electron. So, protons have antiprotons, and neutrons have antineutrons. Antimatter is a general term that covers all the antiparticles. The thing that's interesting about antimatter is that because it's the opposite of normal matter, when they collide, they both sort of cancel each other out. When they cancel each other out, though, it releases a whole bunch of energy. That process is called annihilation. So, an antimatter bomb is a bomb that uses annihilation energy.
Sorry. I don't really get it.
Oh. Alright, how about this? You've got men and women, right? They're kind of like complete opposites. What happens when you put them together? Well, if there were, quantum men and women, then when you put them together, they disappear. Because their opposite elements cancel each other out. Like when a plus cancels out a minus, you get 0. That's annihilation. But when you get annihilation, you also get...
I know! A baby!
Exactly. In this case, the baby you get is the energy from the annihilation. It's not a real baby, of course, but like a baby, it's got all sorts of potential to do amazing things.
That's kind of a strange explanation.
You followed it, though, right?
Yeah!
Yeah, but that thing under the bed isn't going to be making a baby. Just how big of an explosion are we gonna get here?
It's pretty simple, actually. Just use Einstein's E equals mc squared. The mass lost during annihilation will be converted to energy, so...
So you would take the total mass of matter and antimatter and multiply it by the speed of light squared. That should get you the amount of energy.
For example, Let's say that it has 350 milligrams of antimatter. That would mean there would also be 350 milligrams of matter, right?
So you'd have 700 milligrams total.
Yes. That means annihilation would produce roughly 63 trillion joules.
63 trillion joules?
That's about as much energy as the Hiroshima bomb.
What the? You've got to be kidding me. But there's only 350 milligrams of stuff in there.
Well, technically it's 700 milligrams since you have the matter and the antimatter.
That's not the point. We're talking about something that weighs less than a gram, being equal to a bomb that weighed like 10,000 pounds.
Don't get so excited. I think I know what kind of bomb this is. It's probably using antihydrogen. There should only be about 25 micrograms of material in there.
That's less than 1,000th of a gram. So you'd only get about 45 billion joules of energy, right?
What does that mean?
About as much explosive power as 1 ton of TNT.
A ton?
Yes. Well, approximately.
And how exactly should I not worry about that? That's enough to blow up a 10-story building!
True. But it's a lot less powerful than an atomic bomb. We don't know how big this place is. If we can get far enough away from the bomb, we might have a chance of survival.
Perhaps, but how do we know this is the only bomb?
What do you mean?
Look at it carefully. It's got a number 3. Do you see it? If the bombs are numbered...
Then there could only be a number 2 bomb or a number 1 bomb out there. Huh?
Yes. There's no way to know if this is the final bomb either. There could be a 4th or a 5th.
Annie, we should move it. Somewhere.
No! Don't touch it!
Alice grabbed Dio by the wrists and jerked him away from the bed.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Have you got a death wish or something? This bomb is here because somebody planted it. Do you really think they didn't rig it to go off if some idiot tried to move it?
Well, then what the fuck are we supposed to do?
We'll just have to leave it be for now, until we can find the detonator or figure out how to turn it off.
And you're telling us we should just prance off and ignore the incredibly deadly bomb that is probably gonna kill us all?
There's not much else we can do.
Do you know how to turn it off?
Well, there is a way.
Then spill the beans. How do we turn the damn thing off?
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate.
So we just need to get this
yes,
password?
Yes, that's right.
There's no keyboard or anything
Look
on the
again.
bomb.
You see it? Right, if we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.
Who would do something like this?
I have no idea. But we can figure out when they did it. When you and I searched this room, we didn't find anything, right? So that means the bomb must have been planted after we'd left.
After we left, huh? But when we went and checked out the chromatic doors, we were all here. And after that, we've all been around other people. There's no way anyone could have snuck off to plant it.
I don't know about that. After we finished the AB game, we all split up. But if someone planted it right before then...
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah. You don't know, do you? Before we went off to the 3 rooms, we searched the hallway. Everybody was all split up.
Yeah, anyone could have come by here then. It would have been easy to sneak away.
You know, I don't remember seeing you around, Sigma. What were you doing?
Huh. Well, I was just kind of deep in thought, I guess. I stayed behind in the warehouse when you guys went off. Hey, why are you guys giving me that look? You don't think I planted it, do you? Not out loud, you didn't. You've got to be kidding me. I don't know anything about this bomb.
Really? Back when we were in the AB room, you said you saw the moment when the bomb exploded.
That was some just... I could hardly say premonition. If they didn't think it was the worst lie on the planet, they'd think I was insane. Wait. This doesn't make any sense. According to Temioji, any one of us could have been in here. Why am I the only one who's under suspicion? Also, there's no way to know the culprit here is actually one of us. Maybe there's someone else in here and they set up the...
Impossible.
Why?
There's no way that would get past Zero, and there's no way Zero would let anybody do something that would get in the way of the game going forward. What?
When you say Zero, you mean the AI, right?
Of course.
This is confusing. From now on, let's refer to the real Zero, the one behind all of this, as Zero Senior, which would, of course, make the AI Zero Junior.
Okay, fine with me. Anyway, whichever one it is, they're not going to let a 10th person in. There's no way.
But what if the 10th person is Zero
I
Senior?
don't think it could be.
Why
Well,
not?
Zero Jr. said so. He said that the real Zero was one of us.
Fine, Clover, we're right. There couldn't be a 10th guest, and Zero Senior was, without a doubt, one of us. But if that was the case, then Zero Senior could have planted the bomb. If not, then who had? Alice? Dio? Luna? Kay? Clover? Temioji? Fi? Or... It seemed insane, but could it have been Quark? No. Why would Zero Senior have gone through all the trouble of setting a bomb? To make this game more exciting? To make it seem more dangerous? No. It didn't fit at all. But if that was the case, then the person who planted the bomb was someone other than Zero Senior.
Oh no, this is bad. Press the buttons on your bracelet.
Ah, shit. Is this for
We've
real?
only got 4 minutes until the chromatic doors open.
Let's go then.
You're right. This bomb thing is gonna have to wait until later.
Alright. Alright.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
No.
Hey, the doors are open.
We need to figure out who's gonna go through which door.
Well, what are our
Pay
options?
attention. I'm only saying this once. Just like the last time, we've got 3 possible combinations.
Fi quickly laid out our choices. Luna and I pair up with Clover and go through the green door. Temioji and Dio pair up with Alice and go through the red door. Kay and Quark pair up with Fi and go through the blue door. Luna and I pair up with Fi and go through the red door. Temioji and Dio pair up with Clover and go through the blue door. Kay and Quark pair up with Alice and go through the green door. Or Luna and I pair up with Alice and go through the blue door. Temioji and Dio pair up with Fi and go open up the green door. Kay and Quark pair up with Clover and open the red door.
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Okay.
Well, you
How do we do
decided the
this?
first time, right? Then can I
Yeah.
decide this time?
Why
I think I deserve it. I only have 1 BP left. Doesn't it seem like the fair thing is to let the person who's at the greatest disadvantage choose? Wouldn't you agree?
That means you should get to choose too. I mean, you've only got 1 BP, right?
You've got a point. But how about we listen to what Alice wants first? So tell us, which door and which people do you want?
The green door, and I want to go with Kay and Quark.
I see. Option B, then. That means Tenmyoji and Dio will go with Clover through the blue door. Is that all right with you, Tenmyoji?
Yeah, sure.
Why? If we go through there together, that means you'll be playing against me in the next AB game. you really, really sure?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Matter of fact, that's why I want to go with you. You said you didn't trust me, right? Well, I'd like to change your mind. I figure this will give me the chance. I've been wanting to pair up with Alice, too. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Oh.
We'll get to that later.
Anyway, Alice's first choice would be option B, then?
Yes, I get.
What about the rest of you? Is that okay, too?
Thought about it for a moment. If I went with option B, then Luna and I would go through the red door with 5. As far as how I felt about that, I'm pretty sure if we go with 5, we're guaranteed to hit a dead end. So I feel like we should say no.
Why
That's
not?
good.
Oh, no. Which door do you want then? The only other choices are
Thought about it again. If I went with A, then I would end up paired with Clover and we'd go through the green door. On the other hand, if I choose C, we're going through the blue door with Alice. So which one do I want? Decided to go with green door with Clover. I want option A. We'll take Clover and go through the
What
green door.
gives you the power to just decide that?
That's fine by me. Like I said before, there's something I want to talk to Alice about.
Are you going to tell me what this thing is?
That'll have to wait. Talk to me again on the other side.
Ugh, now I'm curious.
So you're fine with this, Alice? With option A, I mean?
Do whatever you want. I don't care.
Are there any other objections? Okay, then let's go, everybody.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close. 9, 8, 7.
We nodded quickly to one another and split up. The gaping maw of the green door bounced in front of me as Clover, Luna, and I ran toward it.
2, 1, 0.
Which room are we going to now?
Chromatic doors closing.
I'm low-key, like, these last 2 rooms, like, I remember what the last white room is, but I don't remember what the last green and red room are. Not off the top of my head.
Huh? Is this a dead end? All 3 doors seem to be locked.
Yeah.
There's some kind of device over here. I wonder what it is. It looks like the thing next to the number 9 door. Why do I have to do...
It might be dangerous. I was hoping you could just wrap your hands around it and give it a good jerk. It's kind of big, but I'm sure you can handle it. Just be gentle.
This doesn't seem like appropriate workplace behavior. You're kind of grossing me out.
I know you probably still think of yourself as just a girl, but you have to become a woman
You're not making it any better. Why don't you do it?
If you can't take it, then maybe Luna can. Have you done this before? You just start at the base and work your way up. Then give it a good tug once you get to the top.
What?
It's always right when Clumsy leaves. Clumsy leaves, and then we immediately have the most clumsy-coded interaction. It's a curse. It's a curse. He needs to stop disappearing.
What is wrong with you? If you're so desperate to give that lever a good time, why don't you do it yourself? Just leave me and Luna out of your sick fantasies, you creep.
Fine, but I won't like it. I sighed heavily and flipped the switch with as much languid disdain as I could manage.
Oh. One of the doors opened. Yeah, just the one on the left. We might as well go through it.
Maybe we should try flipping it one more time, though. Think you could actually manage it with just one hand, Clover? Just do it real fast. It'll only take a second. Just up and down once.
You are disgusting.
That's wild. Archives. Archives. I do remember this. We can make Luna read to us. Oh, this one's gonna be a bitch.
So this is the archives. That's what it said on the door after all, but... Yeah, I didn't really expect it to be so... archivy. All these books and stuff everywhere.
Maybe we can find some clues
I
here.
agree.
Alright, let's split up and have a look around. Alonzi. Alright. And actually, I already know what this is going to be. Got a plushie. We got books out of place. We got a scale. We got a bunch of stuff. We're gonna come back to it all next week. Next week. Next week. We are going to go down this route. Okay. Oh god, what endings do we still have left? We still have Quark ending, Sigma ending, Luna ending, and Phi ending. Right, so we have 4 more endings left. I think next week, low-key, we might get most of them done. If not, beat the whole game. So, next week will either be the last or second to last stream for Virtue's Last Reward. And then it'll be all new territory. Also next week, after next week, I'm going to have a very busy weekend the next week after that. I'm going to be moving Mouse down here. And so, that will be off. So the first week of May, we're not going to have a stream. And then second week of May, we'll be back. So depending on how next week shapes up, we'll probably be coming back with Zero Time Dilemma, which I'm going in practically blind. I have played only one puzzle room out of the whole game. I only did like the very beginning of the game, and then I kind of just got distracted with other things. So I don't have anything going into that. So we'll finish things up next week probably. Yeah, it's very awesome. I am excited. And once we've beaten everything, like I can answer questions at the end too. I can help us like figure out what people are missing. But also, the series won't be too long. I think ironically, right? So if I go to the videos, yeah, the last video is 6. And not the last one. The last one, so I need to upload last week's video. Last week's video is 7. That would make this stream 8, right? So, yeah, thank you for stopping by. If we finish next week, it would kind of be perfect because it would have been 9 streams. Which, like, Nonary Game. It's the Nonary Game, guys. 9 episodes, 9 episodes, 9 videos, 9 endings. The Nonary stream. Yeah. So, I'm excited. We got 33, going on 34 hours of game time. Which is actually less than the last time I did this. The last full playthrough I did literally took like 72 hours of in-game time. I deleted all of my save files though. I deleted them for the stream so that we could just have fresh. But yeah. Thank you guys for being here. I'll see peeps next week. Yeah. I think you said you don't remember K's ending. I think that was video 6 if you want to watch that. if you want to get like more in depth on that. Thank you all for being here. I'm really excited for us to get through the end game because, oh man, I got this whole like thing on my face. Let me, because the ending takes all of the questions that you've had so far. It takes like all the mysteries that have been building up. It just goes, and it's like, what? Like it makes it make sense, right? But then like me sitting here replaying the game again, it gives so much replayability because you can see what's going on behind the scenes while going through those old mysteries. It's got a lot of payoff, I think, personally. I'm really enjoying being able to like come back to the series and be like, oh, I know why that's happening. I know this and that. It's exciting. So let's get to it. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.